their meta specifically, but I know the way that they retake, the way that they're playing their post plants, and the way that they're playing together is something that we haven't really seen 100 Thieves do that well, to that extent.
Yeah, I think a great example for me is playing double scan on Corrode. That is, in my opinion, like the best Corrode in Americas.
That was a really cool
All right.
map that no one else has taken, just fully leaning into the fact
We
that
are live. We are live.
I love that they're leaning
Let's
heavy
go.
into the double duelist. I think
Now I
it's
just
making
got a
both
tweet
Asa
out.
and Cryo look really good together. They're playing proactively. Cryo playing chamber, that's nice too. They've got a lot going for them as far as the comps.
You look across the table for MIBR, and this is a team who I would say their stage one was defined by being a team that had 5 good individuals and was in a flow state. But since qualifying to Toronto, having an abject
What's up,
failure
chat?
at
How we
that
doing?
tournament, they have yet to win a series in this stage of Americas. Comparing to that team that was so good at the start of the year, what do you think has shifted for MIBR to be slumping so hard right now?
I feel like the biggest thing is they've moved away from their kind of bread and butter of Ospas on the Jet and being able to make up a game plan around him. That double duelist, Artson looked great. He was the only one who was positive, but it just didn't work. It felt like the Yoru wasn't really putting in the work for the
Well,
Western
well,
team to be
well.
able
What's
to
up,
come out on
Destiny?
site. And they
Good to
weren't
see
really
you in chat
bouncing
again.
off of each other very well as the double
We
duelist.
got
So
ourselves a
I
second
felt like
stream on the
internally,
day.
like it wasn't really
How crazy is that?
Yeah, which is strange because
Oh, I
we've
gotta
seen
turn
the
on my
Yoru be able to set up
light
other
behind me.
duelists on other teams really effectively. They just weren't able to do so. Also, it involved Artson being the primary opper for the team with Ospas, and Artson was actually getting a lot of kills with it. But I think that ultimately left Ospas in an awkward place on defense, where he would be typically just racking up solid kills, opping, hitting consistent shots, but that wasn't the case.
Let's dig deeper on what they showed last week, because they pulled out a double duelist. that
Good to
people
be
were
back in the
excited
chat.
for,
Good to
but
have you
it
back
felt
in the
like they were
chat.
moving away, as you're mentioning, from the priority on
Always good
Ospas
to be
they've
live
always
and
known.
see Destiny's
Let's say you're
name pop up in my chat.
The coach fraud, or you're the
Gonna be a
GM
good
of this
day.
team, and you have agency over the future.
Now
you'd
we're just
like to
waiting
see.
for gold,
Do you
because he
think this
texted
is
me
the
and
kind of
asked
idea that just
if
needs
I was going to be
more
streaming, and
time
I said I was going to
practice
try
get
to.
right? Or do you think they're headed in the wrong
So
direction?
we'll see if he
I mean,
we'll
I
see if
think
he
every
shows up.
single duelist player should know how to play every single duelist, and I don't think that the problem is Ospas doesn't know how to play duelist. I think it's just the way that they're setting him up for success just isn't there. So I think it is time over time this can work, but why not go with your strengths right now in this kind of stage of the game where you really need to get some of those map points, set up Ospas on that Jet, or even at least if he is on that raise, setting him up for success properly
This is the
by
most
using
important
Deco.
stage, right?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
They have to make champions here.
They have been third place all year. They were third place in kickoff, third place in stage 1, high level of consistency, and now, fall off just
Let's
before
see.
champions is unacceptable for them. We want them to be there. Brazil needs them to be there. They have been the one shining hope for that region all year long. I think, if we're just talking about the comps again and kind of the personnel, it feels like Ospas just does not really want to be playing Yoru. He wants to be playing Jet, Raze, his comfort roles that he's
Got our
dominated
post
on.
up.
But if he's not playing Yoru, he's not going to be the opper, and that's his comfort.
The Twitch chat was having you
Used to be with
tweak,
the Yoru,
saying
right?
100 T is
these, I
ass,
think,
and
are
I'm like,
just
Sen
really
didn't even
awkward
play
with
them.
goals, and I don't
What
know
a stray.
maps they
That
wanna
is
be
a
playing
that is a
either.
stray.
Outside of
And
white
so
spots,
far the
I
Thieves
feel
have
like
not
it's
been
kind of
ass
like
with
it's
this new
really
roster
messy.
change.
It
They've
feels
looked
like
pretty
they
good, actually.
wanted to strive away from something and make something.
Here, I'm gonna turn my
happen,
light
but
on behind me.
I think there was a problem with the original idea.
But they lost out again, and today is where they have to truly find that turnaround. Liz standing by again with one of our players.
Here with Shannon
Here's
with MIBR.
my,
Now, a very simple, quick question. I'll ask you what the difference is
here's
between
my
IGLing,
Nerd
Arzine,
Thieves
and now Verno.
water gun. For
A
Twitch, it is
diferença
a
deles,
water
eles se
gun.
complementam bastante dentro do jogo. Principalmente o Verno no começo de round e o Art mais
And for
late
YouTube,
game,
I
assim,
guess.
late
Twitch
round.
and YouTube. It's a
Então,
water
acho que eu
gun,
diria que é
chat.
mais isso. Acho que a mudança foi mais para os dois conseguirem fazer complementar um ao outro. Acho que foi isso.
They actually complete each other in the server. Verno, it's more like beginning of the round, while
I figured I should
Arzine takes
show
the
that to you since I was talking about it earlier.
end of the round. So
But we moved it
complete each
back behind me. I know you can't really see it with my chair. It's a wide chair, but
It's been this struggle for
It's
MIBR.
there.
A lot of the focus has been around, I think,
Call
how
me
they're
greedy,
making
but
mistakes
members
in
should
the
have gotten
mid-round
two.
and missing out on fundamentals that were previously
I do think
excellent.
members should get
There's
like.
been just a lot of
Well, we're supposed to get
individual
gifts at some
going for
point,
things,
but I don't know
big
when
players
those
try
gifts are going to be.
overcompensate for
They
the
said,
lack of team play
I
by
think it's like
going
2 of
for
them throughout
heroic
the year,
individual
and
moments, which has
it's
resulted in
already
4 played
August.
rounds, and the
And we
vibes
haven't
of
gotten
this
anything
team
yet,
being
so
reduced nothing.
I don't know.
Last stage we were talking about, whoa, this addition of Verno, suddenly everyone's having so much fun.
I don't know what we're supposed to
Everybody's
get, but
looking
I'm
so
definitely
positive
excited
and
for
total
whatever
opposite.
it's supposed to
So I
be,
wanna sell
as long as they
positivity
actually
now.
do it.
We're looking at an MIBR. We're hoping
I feel like
for a
it'll be
bounce
something
back in
decent.
this game and to make playoffs still. I think you have to look back to
Hello,
Ospas.
bro.
This has been an unprecedented
What's up, Gold?
slump for him thus far. A player that
Good to
has
see you in the
always
chat.
his entire career
We
been
missed you for
dominant.
the league
I
match
mean,
earlier.
We've seen him bounce back before, and I feel like it's never too late to
Although
count
the
him
league
out
match
because he
was
has always been that consistent
kinda mid.
bagger, and maybe they are
It's kinda
returning
mid.
to what they know best, their bread and butter on what.
Pretty
what
disappointing, I
Ospas
should
does.
say.
Yeah, I feel like, honestly, I don't know what they're going to run today. I don't know.
But
if
I'm
they
excited for
want to
Val.
Stick to the
True.
double duelist.
Or at least
If they're
let him
gonna-
I know more about
Alright,
Val,
let's just go back
so
to
it's easier to
conference stuff,
talk
'cause even
about.
earlier in the year, if you
And
guys remember, they were one
they've
of
been
the
looking
teams
pretty
that
good
weren't
since
even
this
leading
Kess
even
change,
into
so,
Seyo. They were just
I mean,
classic stuff,
if
Yeah.
we can keep that
Ospas,
rolling,
vintage comps.
Well, now the
This
pressure
team-
is
this
really
team looks
on.
pretty
It's
damn
100
good.
Thieves who have found a new identity after picking up a rookie against an MIBR currently.
So
in
far, that
free
Kess
fall.
pickup was a
Implications
W
for
pickup.
Playoffs on the line. 100 Thieves with a chance to qualify today with a win, and MIBR holding on for hopes as we get
Oh,
ready
we
to
qualify if we
second
win?
match of the day. 100 Thieves and MIBR.
new setup. So it's all the same stuff. I'm just in a new room.
And here they come, MIBR, the first team.
It's all the
out
same
onto
stuff,
stage,
slightly
looking for
slightly
their
changed.
First win in stage 2 to pull themselves back into
All the
the
same gear.
I really hope that
All
they
the
do
same-
pick up
all
the
the same
vibes,
gear,
kind of what Wyatt was talking about.
just in,
Please pick up.
the
Know
spare
that,
bedroom since
you
my
know,
roommate
these
moved
are
out.
the players that are, they've been successful.
I didn't
they've
like
had
that
so
all
much
my stuff
showings
was in the living
individually,
room,
they're all really
and
good.
it kind of,
They
like,
need to really step up and step
forced
into
Kendall
the
to, like,
shoes of that
be in
confidence in themselves.
Yeah,
weird
I'm gonna
spots
armchair
sometimes.
psychologist
Like if she
super
wanted to
hard right
watch
now, but it
something
honestly feels like
and I was
from
streaming,
Toronto
she would
till
have to
now,
like put in
when they start
AirPods,
losing
or
in these games mentally, it feels
she
like
would
the
have
teams will
to
build to
hang
get
out
back
upstairs
into
if I was
that
doing a
mental win.
video,
Like, they're just
things like
falling
that. So
flat halfway
having like
through, but I know
kind
they
of like
have
a
it in them. We
designated
saw for
room
2 stages,
for
the entirety of
doing
the
my
year,
live
they were a top 3
streams
team in the
and
region.
watch
They have the
parties
personnel. They have
and
what it
then
takes.
doing
Up
YouTube
against them,
videos
though,
is kind of
100
nice.
Thieves now coming out to the
It's kind of
stage.
nice. I enjoy
This
it.
team has been nearly the opposite story, dropping their world champion IGL just a day before taking
Also,
the stage for
Golden
the first
Destiny,
time
are you guys
in
able to
Americas.
do like
And it's been successful. 2 wins thus far. Another strong opponent.
what do you
here,
call
and a
them?
chance to lock
I'm
playoffs
blanking.
and bring this organization wide
Like the
finally
channel
back to the
points, like
top in
bets? Are you
America.
guys able to
Say
set
it's
those
been
up?
absolutely white hot. At no
Or like
point
the
does it look
surveys
like they're
of-
even going to be anywhere near losing a map. Their defense sides, I think we were talking about how great Sen are on those.
Like
They're
if
up there right next to them.
you
The
know, who do you
confidence
think
that
who do you
they're
think's
playing
gonna
with.
win,
And
or
Kess,
like
the
who
confidence
wins
that he's
pistol
playing with,
round?
Coming in rookie first 2 weeks. You watch him
Yeah,
on
on
defense,
Twitch.
He's never giving up sights. He's
Oh,
never
yeah,
giving
Gold,
up
I forgot. You
positioning.
can't-
He is
you can't
just
do
all
Twitch.
gas.
Yeah, he's always good for multi-frag too whenever they're coming to his site, and I think he's just really, really doing a good job at fitting in into that slot on this team.
I forgot
overall.
Twitch has been
100 Thieves
an issue.
is that team that you've always expected them to be like the 3rd best team in America. 'Cause that's been MIBR thus far.
Right
But
now,
I
it
hope they
doesn't
can
really
fill
matter
that spot now as we look at the map veto.
for,
it is all comfort here.
The first
for
thing
that,
I'm
but-
noticing is MIBR, they get Icebox. They haven't been able to play it the
Technically,
past
we
2
can't
weeks,
bet.
and it's always been their home map specifically. Icebox
Wait, what do you
home
mean?
Map, so feels like that's the best shot they're going to get at taking a map here, right?
I feel like maybe that's.
I guess it's not
definitely
really
a
the
step
bet,
in
but
right
it's
direction for them to kinda
the
go back to their comfort and go back to what works
what is
well.
it?
And I think that's really good, and it
The
should be
poll,
an explosive
that's what
start
it
for them
is,
to
the
kind
poll.
of set up for the rest of the series. But Bind from 100 Thieves. I mean, we were talking about this before.
It's
They
been
look,
fire.
they look
So good.
gross on that map. It is so good.
I guess I meant the
I mean,
poll.
the thing about Icebox heading there too, we're talking so much
For,
about
like, the
how
channel
when
points
the
and stuff like
Thieves,
that.
They're really pushing the meta forward. They're playing into the double duelist. They're playing into the chamber that's having a return. Icebox, back to old stuff.
Because I feel like that's
It's
something
all-
I should
it's
start
figured
doing
out.
on like Twitch when
Nobody is going to
we're
really be
streaming there for
reinventing this
more
map, so MIBR in terms
like
of the meta,
engagement on
they're
the
fine.
stream.
Well, here we go. Agents
Because
left
during the
for
map
league, number
the
one,
league
and
match,
MIBR's
we got up to like
classic
9 to 10
comp,
people
the
in the
Harvard
stream,
Viper.
but
This
no one
seems
was
like
chatting.
the kind of
Or
map
predictions.
that
Yeah, I
you
get.
have to
I guess it's
normalcy
the
on.
Yeah, I'm
predictions.
actually kind of excited for MIBR for this map because I feel like this
You're right,
map is going to
you're right.
set the standard.
I
for
think that
how
is
they're
what I
gonna play
meant.
For the rest
Meant
of the,
the
series.
predictions.
If they win out and they go to the best of their abilities to kind of push past and have that
My
core
bad.
that they have, they will have the confidence.
Purple
to
brand
bring
is
that
stupid.
Into other maps to bring Ospas on the.
Wait,
jet,
why would
potentially,
you
or
be
on
the one to
up
pay
at
out,
least
Gold?
On different maps, and making sure they have that synergy just set up for them towards the rest of the BO3.
I'm confused.
I totally agree. I think this is an opportunity to get things started with some comfort. But man, if they're dropping Icebox, I think mentally they're going to be completely crushed.
Yeah, I feel like it really is like an important map.
You can do those? Okay. I think in the future, if you're in chat and we have a situation where we can do that, would you be willing to do that for me, Destiny? I could do it too. Like,
so much, Mimi. That is
I just
right.
know
We're
I
about
have to
get
go
into
into the
for two teams that have kind of been forming a new mentality for themselves and how to play with 100 Thieves losing
if a mod
Boostio
bets channel points, they
MIBR recently
can't
switching
pay
over
out
to
the
Verno.
prediction
It seems like 100 Thieves
because they
hit their
could rig
stride
the
much
points.
faster, and MIBR is in that phase of
Oh.
trying to put everything they're finding in practice into the
Gotcha,
stage, but it's
gotcha.
just not happening.
That's exactly it. When you look at the changes that were done for Stage 2, it's definitely
Gotcha,
looking like these are
gotcha.
finding better results so far versus MIBR, who are still trying to find their identity. Hopefully it works out now with Verno having, like, breaking the ice, literally here now on ice.
That makes sense. I didn't really think of that.
Now maybe finding his groove to call things now in this series.
We
But,
got
of
Icebox,
course, both teams have
map 1.
a lot to prove. And thankfully, though, you're looking at a series where you're playing to your strengths. You're playing the best map to kick things off.
We got EU on Sova, Cryo on Jet, Xander on Viper, Kess on KJ, and Asuna on Omen.
See if they can bring that pistol
Interesting
win
to see
rate up
Asuna
here to
on
start
Omen.
and get Osboss going early. Wyatt just mentioned it on the desk. The plays he makes, he finds himself in your spawn, still taking you out behind enemy lines.
Cryo's already taken a ton of space. Whoa, what a shot from
The
Osboss.
belt, and Cryo is going to get knocked down immediately. Shenum as well here, as MIBR start off very hot.
And that will always be the X factor for MIBR. Just Osboss finding his groove early will instill a lot of confidence for the team on their best map so far this stage. That said, though, you have to keep an eye on this compositional change for 100 Thieves. Asuna stepping away from the get-go, playing an Omen this time.
Turn up game audio, yeah.
Aggression as well, staying in tandem,
Of
working as a
course.
group. But unfortunately, both of them fall in the beginning.
How's that?
Slow play with the wall going up.
I can also
MIBR
turn
trying
up
to find that quadrant to play in, and
that
just
way.
lights out 100 Thieves here for this first pistol round. Still patience from Caster.
Better?
Trying to
Okay,
consider
cool,
if it
cool,
goes
cool,
the other way, and that's going to play into MIBR's favor.
Damn.
Osboss continues to rack them up here as they enter the site. Beautiful pings from the initiator utility.
All
And
right, we're
MIBR
getting
is
flawless.
just starting to wipe 100 Thieves off of
We're
the
getting
map for
flawless
this
to
pistol
start.
round. Nice and clean, only losing one in the first round.
Great start.
Okay,
and
we
early
didn't get
punishment coming out
flawless.
from MIBR, and once they
My
slowed the
toxic
tempo
trait is
down,
thinking I
both
can play
teams
Val
actually
like
had a
this.
very good
Dead
idea to
ass.
just wait for
Same
that
here.
Viper wall. The
I be
timing
thinking
on
I
the
can just
toxic
swing
screen on the
shit and I'm
defensive
gonna be
side to kinda
chilling.
come down, and both initiators on both
And
sides
I
will start
can't, I
pulling out the
can't.
recon darts to get the
Every
pings.
time I try,
But
I
it looks
just
like
get
it was
rocked.
MIBR that got value out of that recon dart, and also the value that Osboss has opened up the map like this. What a shot there onto Xander for that second kill, and it really opens up the map very hard there for 100 Thieves to flood back in.
Nice.
At least Kess got one.
Energy's already there. That's
At
the
least
start
Cass
that you
got
want
one.
now for MIBR too. Not only the kills, but also the vibes. And they're already coming out with huge rifles.
Yeah. Vandal and a Phantom here. Shenum feeling comfortable to get that after one of the frags for himself, and Osboss clearly getting it off with the Sheriff
Ooh.
shots. Cass is going
That's
to
a
answer
good
back
shot.
with one of his own here. So now to start this one off in 5v4, can they
This
hold
guy
it?
Kess
That's a
is
big kill.
he's a shooter.
Because
He's a shooter
they're
for
playing
sure.
a 4-1 for 100 Thieves. He overextends on that side, so
Aspis
huge
is
gamble,
so
and
good.
thankfully it was just a 1v1 against Cortezia.
Jeez.
Is able to take him down and fall back, but
He
MIBR,
is, though.
They aren't even flustered by
Osboss is
losing
good.
Cortezia in the first place. They still want to call for the pivot back for the B site, which is a great call, because once again, the newcomer here for 100 Thieves, Cass is going to be all alone.
Cass has had stellar play so far from trials all the way here onto the stage. Seemingly so comfortable, but how long can he play his life in this situation?
This is
Gonna
gonna
get
be
crunched
tough.
from both sides of the box. He's choosing back and forth. Artson finds that first shot, and they're going to have a lot of room to work up here and keep the pressure flowing forward.
Yeah, he was kind
to
of
make this
all
even harder
alone
for them to
there.
take.
Yeah. Another new agent being played by Kess for 100 Thieves going into the stage. From Cypher to Brimstone to Fade to now Kess playing the KJ. 100 Thieves trying to stay as a group once again. Just trying to play that buddy system.
Damn.
Nice little shot by Verno, but for the rest, you're starting to see the numbers dwindling down. They can't trade out here for the rest of 100 Thieves. This might be a simple, don't give any more orbs here for that side of MIBR, as especially now Artisan's past the halfway mark of his reckoning, which is why
So
he's
what's going to
pushing
happen
now
to
for kills
Boosty?
with
Is
the
he just
Sheriff.
going to stay on the bench? I don't know. I mean, I think if things keep working with Kess, my guess is they're gonna stick with him.
Pressure some more with the Sheriff. Artsine looking at alt online for him. That's huge coming into the bonus round here, so they can thwart 100 Thieves, and they've lost so few members, right? 3 up in this round,
I'm sure
4
he'll
up
stick
in
on the
pistol
bench
round, so
until somebody
MIBR
picks him up.
is set up for success right now if they can keep it rolling.
Because I definitely think he'll get picked up.
The Sheriff pushing forward. Unfortunately, catching one with his back turn against
That's
them. That was
crazy,
towards that back of the kitchen. Little drive by there with the Marshall coming out from Artazine, the co-IGL this time around for MIBR. Yeah. But again, keep an eye on what they're going to pull out for their bonus round. Remember, they pulled out 2 rifles in the anti-eco. Now they can leverage that plus a reckoning.
So selling him to 100T, that's what it's sounding like.
You look at the buy that they have left on the
so far, it seems like that's
another 3-player stack
going to be the thing.
Side, and a solo play from Cryo, playing the glass cannon off towards his B side to lock things down.
Which is kind of interesting to me.
Quick here, just to get in the face of 100 Thieves, and then
at least I got my signed Val jersey before the change. Can't say the same about LAT. Yeah, I'm happy that like I have Ghosty signature on.
Yeah, that's
I think it's like 2 to 3
away
different things. So like I'm
kind
of happy about that.
You're forcing early util out,
I'm still hoping he stays,
again,
but it doesn't seem like that's going to be the case.
Switching back and forth, and it's going to be Kess dropping Ospas as he tries to go over a screen. Do they know where Shenum is right now? If he can get some frags from the top side of this nest, and MIBR is able to clean up a bit of the site. But there's still a worry. It gets faded away as EU goes down. This operator from Cryo is still going to approach into the site. Now that it's planted, does he stick? Does he stay? It might just be a backpedal here onto the A site.
Definitely will have to be a retreat. And now the queue is already for MIBR as well. They identified now that Cryo has the operator already, so they'll be wary for it for the next round unless they're able to go for that hunt and that kill. You could already see Verno and Shenum working in tandem to try to.
Also, who's getting these Crocs for honor? I am not. I'm not a big Croc guy.
That spike. So a nice little conversion for the side.
I think if anything, I might do
the
least
for 100 Thieves. They did try to fight from the back of that site to try to hold that push from MIBR. Because the comp that they have is
Discord call with the high ground guys.
One ways on top of that with the Omens. You're definitely looking to fight and not give a chance here for MIBR to really go.
MIBR got us struggling. I mean, it's only 3 rounds.
Difficult because you don't have sage walls for the retakes. You're not playing the double control.
It's only 3 rounds so far.
Block vision as well. So having that smoke and the paranoia for those retakes maybe could be good, but you kind of want to stay in sight here to fight.
1, 2, 3 in quick succession here for MIBR.
Someone in the Discord almost has an F for the PC. Yeah, which is crazy.
Reckoning is so big for Artazine.
Like, I don't want to use up my honor yet.
Unfolding
but
very well.
If those are just like first come, first serve kind of thing, like I don't stand a chance. So I'm like, I might as well start ripping it for other stuff, but I might wait until I hit Mastermind just so I can get the coin, and then I start using my honor.
Just to prevent orb control.
We'll see.
It'll get picked up though. So
I'm not sure yet.
One way being thrown by Asa this time around, they just throw it in the front.
I barely touched 5K.
Pick it up and fall back. But what I mean by this,
I'm like just over 6K.
This false sense of pressure. You don't really know if they pushed all the way up here towards 410 or towards pipes at the bottom, and Cryo's going to have to maybe guess the line that he wants to take here with the operator. MIBR now has open map to really work with and try to pull these rotates. Starts off with a drone on this B side.
Making a little bit of noise, popping the smoke in mid there. You can see from Shenum real quick, puts it down just to give a look for EU, and both Kess who are trying to focus on that position, so they give the comp.
Yo, what's good, Jake?
And this is going to take the time down.
What's good,
now.
Jake?
They're going to have to work fast towards
good
the
to
site.
See you in the chat.
Pressuring, it looks like Xander.
How you doing? How you doing today?
Read from MIBR in the mid rounding. 5 players now grouped together to play against a solo Xander Sheriff.
Drifty, you're almost at 6K.
It's a tight spot.
Yeah, I think I'm like just over 6K.
Stays sturdy, even though he takes a shot, trying to hide.
You're not getting the club rewards.
He's there for a moment, but are they going to fully peak it? Yes, it will be Artazine.
I don't think you have to be a member to get the rewards.
It goes to no use there in the hands of Xander as Verno is very quick to clean it back up.
It's delayed enough, though. Everybody's rotated across. All delays coming out from the dinosaurs for Kess as well, but beautiful bait coming through.
Here we go.
Yeah, EU before he
2
dies
picks from
gets
Cryo.
That dart off, and it helps the team start to clean up the site. Kess is there as well. This is why we saw the buys coming through for MIBR, not the Outlaws. It's because 100 Thieves can do this on their Thrifties, but Ospas is still Ospas. And he's going to be able to almost get that Cryo.
I mean, we win the round and we keep the
He's got a smile on his face knowing that would have been it.
I feel like that's kind of a big
and
win.
It will be 100 Thieves first
Big
round
win
from
there.
that thrifty position.
Yeah,
Without the
great
signed
position
jersey,
from
I'd still
Xander,
only
just
have
hiding
like
his
8K.
first kill is
I don't
the
know how
biggest
people got to
impact right now
10K.
to allow
Need to
100
donate
Thieves to
some
get the
100
first
team
round
merch to me.
of
Dead
this series.
ass.
I always
Dead ass
praise the
Destiny.
value that both initiators
Jake is Apex Bred now. Trust.
players have to play initiators for the side of 100 Thieves, but mainly
Waiting to see what the boys are doing. I
amount of
know.
assists that he
From
gets.
what it looks
supporting
like,
the
it's
team.
looking like we're
An easy kill in the end for Cryo, and yeah,
we
Fraud's not
got
gonna
we
be
got
happy
Cell
with that
coming
one,
our way,
'cause it
which
was a
I
great
mean,
read from the very
I'll
beginning,
take.
Yep.
Like,
falling to Xander,
I
wasting
know
that
I
clock.
mentioned that
That stings.
I don't necessarily love the idea
Still
of
gonna
picking
hold
up
the
Cell,
space, though.
but
The first time that they've kind of
honestly, I'd rather have Cell than
good trade coming through, and
Abuza.
the fight will pursue in this spot as Aspas still finds his
Personally.
targets. MIBR continue to clean up these quick, scrappy fights against 100 Thieves. How many more are they actually going to be taking for this position?
Oh, you already
Does he,
redeemed a keyboard. Okay.
Potentially could catch
Okay.
one on the rotate, but looks like they're staying a little smart. I was going to say for Cass.
Really needed it.
But he does
I
come
wish
to
I could
rotate onto
redeem
Xander.
honor
Y'all
for
also
the
have to
new
come in how
mouse.
Aspas played the fight.
The new 100
in that
Thieves
brawl,
mouse,
the
because
smoke towards that A side.
the new 100 Thieves mouse
Now
is
it's
fire,
3-1
and I
for
really
MIBR.
want that mouse.
Cass caught from behind again. The lurks
All
from
right.
Christine coming out from Cortezia.
Not the best of rounds there from us.
Revitalize MIBR to kick things off in this series against 100 Thieves.
One of the keyboards, but who signs them?
Listening to the
Yeah, I
comms
don't know
last
who
time
you.
these teams
I don't know who
played,
you get.
Was the round starting and Verno
Cell is great. I
asking
just
the
love
team
Dan.
for
Same
things.
here.
I need this from
Same
you
here.
Come
Like,
back, we'll do this. Can you do this,
I-
please? And there was a lot of
I
yes
love
and then
Dan.
input
Like,
as well, but yeah,
Look at
Verno's
that.
calls
I'm sure
right now
Cell,
around the
like,
map, and it does
if all
not
this
hurt
stuff
that
ends up being
Aspas
true,
is
I'm sure
just
Cell
deleting
will
100 Thieves
be a
members, so
great,
there's a lot of this
like
free
addition
space
to the
take up.
team. But you know,
hype man
Dan
continues
was
on the side of
there
Cortezia.
last season, and
Definitely
is
seeing Aspas
I
playing
would
with a
say
little bit more
probably a
aggression
pretty
than
big
usual
piece
here.
in why we
From
got
pistol rounds to that last
Scrap and
execution,
Hydra. So
dashes forward on top
kind
that,
of
doesn't even wait for the
moving on
snipe
from him
to
really
dissipate
sucks.
before he
And
goes for just a
you know,
flick shot. You're continuing to
love
see him
Dan.
at the tip of the spear.
every time
An
I
equal
went
round
to
for
the
100 Thieves,
compound for
full
the watch
classics,
parties,
one-
like he
two
always
shares, rather.
said what's up to
Now
me,
they're
and
finally spotted towards right.
was just like a really nice, genuine dude. So
Your feet are sticking out.
if he's not
That's
able to
also a
stay, that
4v1
really
kind of
sucks.
thing. You want to make sure that the orb's up. You're going to start spraying that.
Especially
with the
when it's like a
Phantoms, and
management decision.
Should be
You know
an
what I
easy
mean?
round conversion for MIBR after this.
Yeah,
I feel like the
exactly, Jake.
conversations would come through with
Exactly.
6 right
Like if
after.
the players were cool with him,
They're having the right stacks,
kinda
just
blows.
not winning like these trade battles that they're usually praised for this stage.
Yeah, it seems like the protocol for kind of knocking down the double wall that they're seeing
We
right
love
now
our Hill
isn't
Kitten.
there.
He's our new
The
Octane, for
utility
real.
spacing that they need that we see from
Timmy
100
signed the
Thieves usually
keyboards.
isn't clicking
Okay.
right now, so MIBR are going to find themselves with another round and
Seeing
probably
like
a few
no
more kills
disrespect to
boot
Timmy,
here. If
but
they
like
stay
I
long
don't,
enough, they have the money to.
I don't really care about that
It's
personally.
just smart, pushing Artezine forward here to go
We
for
probably
kills.
do need a timeout here, Gold.
He
It's
falls,
not
he has an ult,
not
Verno
off to a
with
good
that pick
start for
also
the
has
Thieves
an ult
here.
prepped up for the
To
Hunters
be
here
fair
in the
though,
next
this is
round, so
MIBR's map
I
pick.
feel that this has to be a big
Bind
pop right
was
now for
ours,
Zix
so
with the rest of their team, because there's a lot in the arsenal for MIBR to work
we'll
with.
see.
We talked about this being one of their best maps that they could start on.
But yeah, I
Recent
love
history
Dan
just shows
because
them
he was just
owning,
so
'cause
personable.
It's definitely one of
like,
the home games for them.
when I met him.
So to start here and get
And,
that momentum flowing is.
I mean,
it's something we
even though
haven't
I
really seen
don't
from
like
MIBR,
talk
right?
to him
They've
as
either
much
been
as
battling back to get to
I
an
feel like I
even
was
or only
able
a
to
few
last
rounds in the lead
season,
before it continues to flop back and forth.
or
The map doesn't go their
the
way.
season
So
before
here,
this
holding
past
on to
season.
the lead and continuing is a really good
Like the
sign
fact that
for
he was
MIBR.
willing to do
That'll be
an
something
interview
as well
with me
for
and
the camp of 100 Ds. Again, talking about
kind
the
of like
newcomer
get to know
Kess.
me a little bit,
Probably
I thought
one
was
of the
really
few
cool.
moments
So
that they're trailing behind for so
I give
long,
him
and
a
have to play
ton of
comeback.
credit, and I have a lot of
Now
respect
facing
for him.
adversity against an MIBR
Um,
again that looks very good so far, at least.
That's
to
why
start.
all this
We'll
news
see if he can
definitely
actually step
sucks.
up to
I
the
would
plate
love
and
to keep
support
him.
the team here
I would love
to
to
come
keep
back
him
in this first half. That said,
because I know
talked about the state
too.
of the
Like
game going
he
into the
told
round
me
for MIBR side
at the
with
end of
the
last
expense that they
season,
have
like he
available,
wanted
so that
to
reckoning that they
retire on
utilized
the
on that
Thieves.
east side before could potentially be that plan once again.
Yeah.
But there's great
So
coverage
like
coming out from
knowing
the
that
Thieves.
he would
Thankfully
want
here
to
for
be
EU
there and he
Kess, they
does
also
want to
have
be there,
good
like that
ult
sucks.
denials and retakes.
That really
Both
sucks.
EU and Kess have Hunters here in lockdown, so wouldn't be surprised now if.
But again,
you're
nothing's
gonna
official yet.
force EU to
So
play
I
a little bit
mean,
more behind the
you know,
boiler
maybe
side.
this is
something that's It's known that 100 Thieves
all
is
just
really good at doing.
speculation.
Wasting on that clock and then getting max value out of the Hunter's
But
Fury.
since
from
it
the
was like a
spawn.
Ronnie thing, that's
So
what I'm a
that
little
forces probably
little
extremely
unsure
control
about.
from both quote-unquote duelists here being Asuna
Yeah,
and
Dan
Cryo.
is super, super
Asuna
genuine.
looking
He's
for
a really
elevation
cool
on the
dude.
80 side, the up from Cryo on the B side. So MIBR really has to be a little bit cleaner on the rotates, and it starts with a recon over on this side on B. Oh, it's a blind ult from the beginning. Just that one small cascade forces out the Hunter's Fury, and that's already one ult down.
Well,
and that's open
that's a wasted ult there, unfortunately.
Aspas jumping forward to get online, knowing he has troops just on the ground in front of him. Yeah, we see the high tide come
committing to
out.
A
Looks
pretty
like
hard here.
He's going to try to defend this one from inside the site and is calling the cavalry over for the 5v5.
Yeah. Maybe Drone didn't see anybody in the back, but the Reckoning will. So the pings will be coming up. Here's Aspas.
Up goes Aspas, down goes Asuna. He tries to find a second on Xander, but he gets the concussed kill.
Okay, there we go.
Fire back. 100 Thieves start to wipe MIBR off the map. Really great positioning to start this one off, right outside the Reckoning to attack back.
He did just use ult and another ult though.
Towards the end for 100 Thieves, disrespecting the Reckoning for the second time, but this time finding good value. And it starts with them being paranoid that we talked about, with Asuna switching out from that role from the get-go. The big
nice. There we go.
Blinds a couple of players. They all swing out.
There we go. We've got a round under our belts.
Deny the plan for MIBR, despite the bait, the beautiful bait that
oh
MIBR
yeah, we love a
did
green kill feed right now.
And also the recon dart, forcing EU's Hunter's Fury.
Yo, what's up,
A
Romano?
little alt battle across the map there to start things
Good to
off.
see ya.
We see the retake.
Good to see you, brother.
EU with a very clean sidestep there to cut off one angle, but still.
Yeah, I mean, once they brought in Kess, it seems like things have kind of been working pretty well for him. I know we've kind of joked about it in the chat before, but maybe Kess is like our Mercury.
See MIBR back to rifles, but this is where they got their rounds before. Moving at that pace and just being able to go forward behind Aspas.
Yeah, both teams cycling ults in round number 8.
Sell to LAT.
Still these lockdown.
I know, Romano. That's what it's. That's what it sounded like.
With the Reckoning on this A
Seems
side
like that's what's.
All of MIBR.
That's what's going on in the streets.
Focusing on trying to take in the first place. It's being stomped by a smoke.
Get Ghosty out of here for real. You know what, Romano? I can't stand for that.
Passive,
we just got done talking about how we love Ghosty over here.
But it definitely looks like 100 Thieves has no choice but to finally give it the space of the site.
I love Dan. I can't.
Just a slow creep in now for MIBR.
I can't just openly be like, get him out.
Waiting
I can't do that.
Maybe a push from Kess here to make sure mid side's clear. He may still join the team at screens, but it looks like they are going to get into the fight.
Yeah, that's some crazy comms out of you, Romano.
From that information position.
Beautiful.
I respect your opinion, but I'm a big Dan Ghosty fan.
They're going to wait a one and done or 1, 2, 3. There's a second. Where's the third? Looking for it. He's going to get out, knowing to play his life as the stronger.
My Phantom does not reset like that, bro.
It's going to get spicy there for a moment as the Hunter Fury comes flying through on his team.
My Phantom does not reset.
Asuna real quick with that Phantom.
I'm telling you, I don't know if it's like my mouse or if I'm really just that bad.
On the retake, Aspas with a quick view. And the rest
when I'm shooting a Phantom, it does not reset as fast as
Aspas
did right there. That's for sure.
Valorant. You know what's at stake, what you have.
There are some pros and cons, though. Yeah, I mean, 100%. There's definitely some pros and cons to kind of like both sides of it.
And then you allow your star duelists to be in forward positions.
This is not
and
our
even
map
Vernal
pick.
Throughout the whole execution was watching flank because Cortezia had to move up with
Bind
the team.
was our map pick, so
and he's also going to be
that's
the
why
last
I'm not
player
like too
needed
stressed about
he
it.
needs the Hunter's Fury for the pulse plan. But with this forward position that
it seems like
of MIBR was getting, you utilize the Hunter's
seems
Fury.
like MIBR is doing a pretty good job of
it works out. Ziggs definitely
like
sees here
hard
that
countering the Thieves like playstyle.
Icebox
Plus, this is
slip
only the first half.
for MIBR's best map. Wow. Maybe might have not been a good idea to start.
Asuna far
Asuna just
kind of
snuck through here. Doesn't have the best of weapons, but I mean, if he can get a headshot,
they'd probably stay on this angle for a few moments just to see if anybody peeks. But Aspas back on the op after another Phantom round.
Oh, did you get the Blast X one, Destiny? I have that one. That one's like one of my favorite Phantoms.
Just come off that first shot.
Yeah, he's actually even watching it all the way back from the spawn.
I want to get the Splash X Vandal low key, just to
kind
of keep that theme going.
It hasn't really been watched yet or cleared out by MIBR.
That's when I realized we need to get off Valor, else that game would make me broke. Dead ass. I've spent more money on this game than I would like to admit, especially when I don't play that much.
Behind the smoke, unless they just want to go for the jump peek, triple swing out.
What's happening here? Are the Thieves winning? Not right now, no.
Had to have, right? Yeah,
no, they are down 6-2.
Oh, the patience.
But like we said, this isn't their map pick, and it's only first half. So
they're still going to be hiding in sight, though. EU could do a lot of damage here as he peeks out just on the wall, but MIBR is prepared. A little skippy hop jump from Artazine off the rope to try and fake out the 100 Thieves members, and it is getting a little tight here. Operator still alive over at screens, but 100 Thieves dwindle in numbers down to 0 as Ospots hits the final one.
Got a Phantom, Melee, and Pistol Skin.
Once again.
Can't get into this game. Oh yeah, Destiny. I have like multiple Phantom skins. I have at least like 2 to 3 Vandal skins.
Going right so far for MIBR.
I have both of the Thieves packs.
We're gonna try to drone behind Oscar Smoke in the beginning for
and then
MIBR,
I have skins for just about every gun. Not all of them are bought though. Some of them are battle pass.
Getting more value out of the drone to drone deeper into the site.
Yeah, everyone's kind of struggling right now besides Cryo and
now
Kess.
It looks like 100 Thieves are trying to play surprise position. Blade Storm out, Crossfire set up now for the Thieves.
If I was decent at Valorant, I would buy the 100 T bundle. See, I'm awful at it, but
Xander's still trying to bait out the noise.
I still got it.
You know that he plays this spot.
I do rock it. I'm not good at the game.
Everybody.
Is this EWC? No, this is just regular VCT. Romano. Thieves got knocked out of EWC.
Goes out, and they will trade a bit, but I think this is going to fizzle out before it gets a little worse.
And I think the Valorant EWC stuff is done already, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Could find a sheriff shot that really counts, though. Gets a little dodged up on the spins. Oscop's doing a bit of Jira. And now they're going to go ahead and get themselves over towards A through screen.
Yeah, I give that a 10-10.
I mean, hey, if we can close out on the 9-3 half,
but
maybe
unfortunately,
things are looking pretty good for us.
Kunai left.
Just maybe.
Trying to find max value out of that one. They both split through him.
Oh, if only they penned.
Yeah. But the lurk comes again. Shenum picks
up the lurker.
Now, sorry, Cryo maybe is looking to salvage.
Oh, good shots.
Oh, he's going to salvage that one.
Right on the nose.
Good shots.
I was going to mention the Guardian that was picked up earlier on by EU. Maybe he was going to try to find that, but gets an even better weapon towards the end.
Now this is a corn.
And you're looking in the next round again.
Yeah, that's a corn right there.
Screen, another
I didn't even know you could do that,
to
be honest.
The third one for MIBR this half only.
The Warzone EWC is starting soon. Am I watch partying that?
13.
I probably should.
Behind him at 11, and you have to consider.
I might give it a go. I'm just.
100 Thieves will expect any team to
the
have
battle
a good
royales
run,
are so hard for me.
When have they seen this from MIBR?
They're so hard for me.
What are they going to play against right now? They have a bit of info on how they play Icebox.
Yeah, Romano, we have a Warzone team. They're technically under like LA Thieves as well.
You can do, especially with Ospots firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, I'm not a big BR guy. I feel like the way the BRs like play
really wants to capitalize on these last 2 rounds available.
Like it has its moments that are entertaining,
but despite a little bit of frustration,
I don't get as like amped up for it.
When they got
if that makes sense.
Cryo
like,
off and 4 pistols.
I don't know.
They were able to answer back quite well.
This man needs to watch everything 100T do. I mean, I try to. But
it was Verno that was
like Apex is hard for me to get into.
Went in with a Phantom that round.
And then
they lost it, and now he's
I don't know about Warzone. Like with Warzone, at least I'll understand the game a little bit more. Just because like I don't play Warzone, but I play COD, so like I feel like I would get it. But with Apex, I just don't. I don't play Apex, and
when they have big.
The late game stuff, there's just a lot of things that just don't spark my interest, really.
Switch weapons for them to dash and gain that space for the team.
No, Romano, you're not a fake Thieves fan. There's a lot of stuff that I miss out on or I'll forget about.
Especially around what Artazine's currently doing. Again, very simple stuff coming out from Artazine's son and how he's teching up with the Harbor, but it's good enough here for
50, it's their map pick.
To take great value off this Jet.
It's their map pick.
Onto that
seems like they kind of got off to a hot start too with like kind of hard countering
to get the lockdowns.
The Thieves play style.
Making 100 Thieves work for that if they want it. This push up is risky, but it's exactly what 100 Thieves need right now to get under the skin of MIBR. And it's like they know.
Yeah.
This patience is incredible. The
see what I mean? It's just like
they're actually going to hear Cryo leaving now, so they know they made the right call. And they have full control of the site as they move in. Still a few hundred
like they know the Thieves play so aggressive that they just they play passive. They just play super slow to start.
There's not too much utility on the side of 100 Thieves to work with for the fight back.
I mean, the whole thing about the Thieves is literally their pacing.
Yeah. It's going to be a surprise shooting show for somebody. They're going to get the ult down. Spike's finally going to get down on that right side.
Okay, Kess gets first blood here.
Oh,
and we kill Viper.
Did we? Through the smoke right
no,
now.
we didn't. Never mind. That was Harbor.
Pit still up, though, hiding all the way back towards jail. Aspas above the pit, looking back towards the rafter.
Backing out, trying to find out where they're hiding. They do see a few just by that jail. It's kind of where the default hiding spot for a Viper is in this point.
Verno staying alive is important here. That's his dart. He doesn't have one left, but he has a recon that could maybe help if 100 Thieves want to go again for the second tap.
4 members of 100 Thieves about to enter into that pit. A few trying to get in.
They gotta go.
Low, and Verno's going to take advantage of that. Aspas fires onto one. Verno flying forward with the shorty, and Cryo has the world to fight now in the pit, but it's not going to be enough.
What a big play coming out from your IGL. Verno with the utility.
Our playstyle is cast Cryo, I choose you, and pray.
Even the recon dart not getting any pings.
I mean,
the fact that people are forced to shoot that dart allows for him to follow the bullet tracers inside of that pit, get a lucky kill into the diffuser, and after that second kill coming in from Aspas, the way that Verno just runs
I feel like I'm
getting
more buffers on Twitch.
Right over here, sacrifices himself to just
up
make
here.
sure that they capitalize on that round. And I think that was a 5-on-3 conversion.
Oh shit, Jake swapped over to YouTube. We got Jake on the YouTube now. Did they lose that? Yeah, they did.
At the beginning of this round, and really not allowing EU, as you've mentioned here, Rip, to maximize.
We need a 9-3 curse here,
Xander
but
also drops.
Aspas getting an early
that
blood is not good. Xander's 4-12.
Are just getting picked up
You hate to see
it.
it.
Been
You absolutely hate to see it.
Or somewhat starting on Bell.
Thinking this is going to be a 10-2 half here.
That mid spot, so Xander thinking he had
which
a moment
means
to walk up.
I think this map is chalked.
It's going to cause a full rotation on that
but
defensive
we got
side,
our map pick
afterwards,
so
kind of
maybe the boys can rally back a little bit.
They need everything against the way MIBR has been playing.
I mean, sometimes that happens. Sometimes that happens.
Yeah. The game plan.
Y'all got to make the official 100T watch party. I mean, I would love to be a part of an official 100T watch party.
Stay every single time.
That would be fire.
Maybe if I see a little bit of misplan, if they don't give this orb over to Verno for the.
All I'm saying is I'm trying to be a part of the Thieves by next year. I don't know.
Aspas somehow
in what form,
one,
but
and now it's a game of cat and mouse just on the other side of the wall.
Jake, I'm saying, like, dead ass, if we decided to do a watch party together as, like, LAT, they would have no choice but to pick us up, right? They would have no choice. Because Nate Shot doesn't like to stream the matches because he feels like he's a curse. And Octane does like the flank stuff. So like we need a Thieves one.
It's going to be the
there we go, Cryo. Okay.
Easy timer on this one. They'll find a third coming into the first.
All right, 9-3, chat. We're still in it. The curse is alive.
Big collection EN here for Cryo. And that's the way to bring.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking, Jake.
How MIBR has been playing
I feel like
their attack side on this first half of
if we were to do that,
opening up the site quite well as well.
I think they just look at Octane as the 100T watch party guy. I think so too.
MIBR trying to play the time, but just couldn't get it.
But he always does stuff with like the flank. So it's like, to me, the flank is definitely more like a phase thing, and I get that. Like Octane isn't phase, but like being with that group, it feels more of like you have like the Scump Watch Party, which is optic catered. Then you have flank, which is probably a little more phase catered. I do feel like the flank is more league wide, so I do think it's a little more balanced there, but I don't know. I would like to watch. I mean, I guess if I'm streaming it, I can't, but if I wasn't streaming it, I would want to watch somebody as a Thieves fan who is like Thieves catered, you know? Like in some regard, I look at it a little bit as like in regular sports, you have like the homers, like the home announcers or whatever. They're like the fans of the team they watch. And so naturally they're gonna be a little more favorited towards their team. I just think that would be good for like all the teams, you know? they have a CC for each game. Like a guy who watches everything 100T play. Exactly, Drifty.
Beat the heat with the Splash X bundle. It's available in
Octane
the
is
shop
playing
right
GTA
now.
RP, and the stream was hilarious. I haven't gotten into like the
I think we
GTA
just got
RP.
a lot more sales because we did that.
I haven't gotten into that, but
Well, hopefully 100 Thieves is going to be able to pick up some more rounds.
I also
now as
haven't
switch
been
sides
watching like
for
a ton of
Icebox.
content
You
recently,
talk about
so
some rounds that were much needed.
or at least
And,
not like
yeah, it was
streams.
definitely
I don't watch a
labored
lot of
to
streams.
allow 100 Thieves to pick up 3 into the half.
They all say phase up on the flank.
Looked
I
they
feel
had
like
some pretty
I'm in
good
the wrong
ideas of how they
neighborhood.
wanted to fight
Deadass.
against MIBR in the very beginning, but just everything
people want to
kinda
watch with
faltered.
other
And
fans of their
also,
team. Exactly,
maybe you
Jake.
saw that little fight
And that
from
was kind
Austin
of like
on the side of
my
Cortezia on that round number
thought
12, where
process
he
of
should
like the
have had that
whole
kill
Thieves Talk idea
against his
was
opponent here for
doing
Asuna, but just couldn't. So it'll have
doing
to come
that
down
exactly,
to,
like being able
100 Thieves kinda
to
resetting
be
things going into
the
the second
place
half.
where fans like
Say
me
Aspas
can
is
go to
feeling pretty
watch or to
confident right
hang
now.
out because we're all in the same boat.
This is one of the positions he's gonna kind of back
But I
up
have
here.
seen on
He is
Twitter,
reading
there's
it,
some
though.
people that
He's
are
literally looking exactly
they're
where
Thieves
Cryo
fans,
is on
but
both of those shots and doing a little bit of damage.
I don't
That
know,
was just
man.
actually the fuel going past.
It's
So Cryo's
something.
back to healthy as they get the plant down now, and 100 Thieves are going to set up this post plant.
I don't know.
Great movements from Aspas in the beginning. And
Damn,
great shots
dude.
from
Aspas is
to
shooting.
continue up.
Calibrating the last few. Still hiding behind yellow. I think 100 Thieves is really going to make MIBR work for this and get as close as possible before they spring the trap. Cortezia is going to be able to find a few, though. Wait, they start coming out behind the harbor wall. It forces 100 Thieves' hand here to try and figure out what was going on in the retake. And what was going on was everyone going down. My God, this is going to be terrifying here to just peek out.
All right,
Zenith
we
gonna
are
run out
getting
first, though, and collect that for
BTA'd,
himself,
brother.
but who else to get more towards the
BTA'd.
reckoning ultimate?
And that's just, again, simple playbook
Watching
that we've
Todd with
seen
Optic fans
even
is
from
top
last
one
year when this
worst
competition first came out.
watching
You're
experience in
dissecting the front
esports.
of yellow so that nobody could play post all the way to
Drifty,
back.
I'm dead,
and cope
bro.
just behind the wall,
I'm
too, to
dead.
just secure yourselves to an
I'll
easy
say the bad
defuse. You're
Optic
forcing
fans.
players to run across the high tide.
Because
You're
the good
playing a
Optic fans are
default
chill.
comp pretty much where
It's the
your
bad
only
Optic
flash
fans.
is gonna
It's
be
the bad
Asuna if
apples.
it's still
But it's like
alive.
that for every team,
But then you're
really.
running through the high tide where you're slowed
Every
at the
team.
same time,
Yeah.
and it becomes an open
Some fans
target
only root for the team when they're
against
winning.
MIBR's
Dead
split
ass,
retake.
dude.
So very, very nice.
It's crazy,
A
bro.
very strong buy going into round number 4.
Were you, Jake? Were
With
you
that plant, though, looks like 100 Thieves. They want to force
like
the hand.
pulled
They wanna
in?
up
There was
the
like a
tempo
group
little
chat
bit.
that
MIBR played a high-low, aggressive
the
in front of that
COD
ace line,
account,
and looking
I
to
think,
deny the
started
stinger buy
and just
coming
like
out from 100 Thieves.
Got a high
was
low.
trying to get a bunch
Still
of
one
Thieves
over on the
fans in
left
there.
side, too.
I was like pulled into that, and there was like
Noisy
some
there for a moment.
drama the other day with it.
Okay. They do
And
that. They're just
because
kinda
of that,
waiting
like,
for this, and 100 Thieves
I was
is
like,
gonna
all right, I
climb
think I'm
the
gonna
jungle
leave.
gym that is the entry
And,
into A Icebox, and say
there
thank
was
you
a
very
guy-
much.
Maybe just
the
a
one
curse
guy
to play
who, like,
defensive
helped
side
start it,
for
I
both
guess.
of these teams where you get first shot,
He was
you're
just being
whiffing. If you
really
look at the HP
weird.
remaining coming out of 100 Thieves after those 3 duels. A lot of them are
Yeah,
pretty healthy despite a
probably
stinger
good
buy
that you
and
weren't, 'cause,
lesser
like,
weaponry against MIBR. And they're looking
The
to
guy
convert
tried to
here
make a
their force
new
buy.
chat,
Cortezia looking for some damage and
and when
instantly
he made the
denied
new
by the
chat,
bulldog of Xander. And
the guy he
yeah,
was
Shenum's
arguing
thinking
with in the
differently.
old chat,
He's not going to try
he called him a
to force
slur,
his
and
hand
I was
either.
like,
That
all
might be
right,
the Guardian needed for
I'm
the
out
next
this
round.
bitch. Like, we're not doing that.
Oh.
So I ended up
Cryo
leaving
to
both the
pick up
chats,
that
and I was
one,
like,
gets another one
he had,
under his
the crazy
belt,
thing is he had
100
asked me
Thieves to
like
kind of
earlier
deploy a
when
bit
they
of
made the chat if I
walk
could
up
like,
to that maze area and
like,
then
tweet it
just
out or, like,
activate
promote it.
triple swing,
and I
then
was
you
just
still
like,
have a bit of the
I
elevation
don't
break
know.
as you kind of cast
And
on the corner, and yeah,
I'm glad I didn't.
little
I'm glad I didn't, because we're
on the
just
head there
we're
for
dropping
Fraud, and
slurs.
he's
That's
not
crazy.
feeling that defensive high-low get taken apart like that.
Yeah, you
My
almost wanted
bad,
to do it on
Gold. I
purpose
like
to
to
make that
I like
sound
to
bait.
talk to chat. Can I
Because
talk
that
to
swing
chat,
was a
Gold?
3-2-1. Let's just wide swing with the stingers too for 100 Thieves.
We're
so,
down
keep
10-4.
those guys exposed for the side of MIBR, thinking that they're only facing against pistols. And surprise, surprise, a round coming in for 100
I
Thieves.
can't talk to
An
chat.
eagle for MIBR. Orb control denied.
The people who support me,
Actually, we got picked up just in time there for Artazine.
crazy. That's crazy, Gold. That's
Is
crazy.
it
out
worth
of you.
it? You got 13
All right, I'll
HP
lock
left,
in, I'll
falling
lock
back
in.
now towards that back of that
I'll
A
lock
site.
That was a good round from the
Time now
Thieves.
for Aspas to rotate
That was a
over
good
as they
round.
give up B for a moment to really put the defense.
I like to try and engage with my
You
community,
see, 100 Thieves is moving up.
I like to try
as
and
a team,
engage
right?
with the
Just to the
community.
right, you have Cryo. Just to the left, you have Xander. Equal lines that they're creating, so they have the crossfire, but the smokes smokes are starting to divide the site in favor of 100 Thieves.
Okay, there we go.
The waterfall into the site does not favor MIBR. And that's Asuna cleaning it up. Very nicely done. The synergy
Jake said
of
it
just kind of
himself. Comeback
stepping in.
time.
Little util to use, so they have so much more
I
for
can see
post
it.
plant.
Yeah, and good for 100 Thieves. After
I
all,
can
looks
see
like
it.
Artezine wasn't able to pick up that orb, forced to fall back, and almost
I know
was
you
able to pick a
support me,
kill
Golden.
when
I
he dropped
appreciate
down
that.
from the rafters.
I
and
appreciate that.
That could have been a reckoning into their gun round to swing it back just like they did in the first half, where they leveraged the reckoning to get good value and get around, converting their bonus. That said, though, it's a Hunter's Fury available on the side of 100 Thieves.
I mean, Cryo's kind of the only one really popping off right
that
now.
second round. They still have good economy. It's MIBR now that potentially could get reset another time. 100 Thieves are all sticked up together, or grouped up together rather, to open up A to start.
Kind of just a repeat of the round. Make a little noise
Dude,
high.
as dumb as it sounds, I miss when Valorant had
so they're
team
gonna have to
killing.
wait for the cascade, but this is nice because now they can swing from both sides. Make it a little more indecisive for the shooter if you're trying
Oh
to
shit! Gold is bringing the Jake is Hollywood into my chat
quite
now.
a few people. You're going to see the killjoy. You probably have the
That's
rest
crazy,
of the team.
Jake.
So MIBR has the call right to push up towards B as well, and 100 Thieves
He's bringing
is gonna
it
have to
into
make
my
this one count
chat
because they are getting
as if
locked
your
in.
chat
I don't
wasn't
like this
enough.
right now. Because EU was, yeah, I was going to say, I'll let the action go, and we'll see if 100 Thieves can convert this back.
I can't catch a
Asuna
break out
helps.
here.
That's going to be a
I
good
mean,
shot. Xander
I guess
finds one
that's-
in Nest too. MIBR didn't really have a
that's just
forward
what comes
line
with the
there, so they're
territory.
getting crept up on a little bit too much.
The street's on my ass.
Same side now. Watch for Cortezia and Verno.
So the reason I didn't like it was they were forced to recon earlier on when the Owl drone came out from Verno. There was no util to get into the site, so they're waiting for that second cycle for the recon to re-hit towards A. This time he does get a ping.
We're gonna have to get that
30
rock down.
seconds left here. It's going to be a tight fight going towards the back of A, and 100 Thieves just decide to run it with
All
three,
right, not the best,
unknown
not
to
the
where,
best.
not knowing where the MIBR members are.
Yeah. And instead of
Oh,
they don't
geez.
have a stage to play
Destiny
with.
and Gold at an event just to
they
bother
have
me would
throw
be crazy.
That Asuna smoke. And it
That
looks
would
like
be
he was very
crazy.
disrespected by the side of MIBR, playing a high-low towards the rafters. And it also happened in
I do
last
want to go to
situation
more
towards that
events
A
like
site
this
that
coming season.
it was Cortezia that
But
just
I
ran
gotta-
through the smoke
I gotta
and got
make
a
some
pick,
money
so
before I
they
can
have
do
to be
that.
ready for these type of plays on the
I
side
gotta
of
make
Thieves
some
on the
money.
attack.
I'm gonna have to
Thankfully
find a
with
real
the
job,
small,
chat.
sorry, the small little recon that
I'm
was
gonna have to
denied
find
by
a
the
real
Owl
job.
drone of Verno. At least they were able to get a couple of picks in the very beginning.
Yeah.
That re-hit was definitely thwarted.
They're going quick here. I'm going to hold that thought as 100 Thieves want to up the pace. They'll say, okay, we haven't really
In
done this
between
yet.
games,
We're
just to
getting
bother me.
close to game point for MIBR. Let's see how they react. When we
Yeah,
go
they're not.
fast.
Although I think they are using the new
Right
high
into
ground,
the
so
site. We hear the
maybe.
dash actually passed towards Snowman, so you know.
Well,
that's
I
gonna be
guess they
Cryo
could have just
trying to
tweeted
go
it out
fast.
that they
EU
were, but
finds Cortezia. Shenum falls at the same
that
time.
could be the problem,
As
Drifty.
or MIBR is forced to just limp
You get
over
two
here
dead,
with only
though.
3 members.
Calm
Cortezia
down.
felt like he was going to be safe from
We're not out
beams
of it
the
yet.
Hunter's Fury, and very nice little detail from EU, getting value from how he's shooting the cone to hit the backside and also top rafter at the same time.
All I
So
can say is
Cortezia had
respectfully,
no
this is
escape.
more entertaining than the league match
MIBR
was.
for
I'll
their
tell you
last
that.
3 players will be able to escape though, as they want to salvage the.
Haven't
reckoning
seen
for
him using
next
the
round.
mouse.
But great little opening
Yeah.
for 100 Thieves on the aggression that you mentioned. Hunter's Fury to support, even Cry to push towards the
Interesting.
Snowman.
I mean, everybody got.
players trying to defend
Everybody
towards
has
that back
something
of
they're
the
like
site.
comfortable with.
Fully taken down.
And it's like a realization.
I think some
from
people
last
might not
round,
like those mice
right?
because
They
they're
don't have
a little
the harbor.
smaller.
They
I
don't
feel
have
like.
a double wall to go forward, and we saw them get super stalled at 410. And then the Omen Smokes gave them a bit of cover, but they ran to the back of 800
All
Thieves
right,
did, and,
all
and they
right.
died. So here they said, all right, we have the
6
one
to
wall.
11.
Let's just keep pushing through. We can't stop. If they get stalled, it seems like 100 Thieves run out of options almost immediately. So
I do
prevent
really
the
want
stall.
that new
Keep
mouse.
pressing W.
That new mouse is fire.
Even the smokes that was thrown by Asuna towards that back of the site.
Really
So
hope we get a
smoke in the
CS
common
team
spots that
soon.
you wanna play here,
Yeah, I
top
don't.
top
I
on the
never really
bridge,
got
and also,
into
I think
like
even at the
CS,
bottom of the
but
site.
if we were to get a
So
new
you get
CS
no
team, I
vision
would
value
definitely
for
get into
MIBR
CS.
if you're trying to play
I would start
backside
watching
towards
for
B,
sure.
right towards this spot over here.
Especially because
It
everybody
also
says
allows
like
100 Thieves to
the
scale up
events are
towards the
insane.
back of that B site.
So
and
that would be
continue to
pretty
play that
fire.
buddy system that we praise them for. But for this round, MIBR, a rifle round coming through with aggression from Ospas in the front of jail. Still in a good spot. Nothing really watching him as of yet. Kess doesn't want to overextend. If he does, he could get shot here by Verno and also potentially traded out by a third player of MIBR inside A site.
Yeah, I agree, Destiny.
So another round towards B. Whether it's comfort
CS and
or
Rocket League, we
conditioning here.
need.
Cryo is
Or
going
and
to
we
be
would be
again
set.
at the
Yeah,
spear,
yeah.
Or the front of the spear, I should say.
I would love a Rocket League team, man.
Looks
I
it's
love
only
like
gonna be Artsine playing his
I
life.
loved
They have
watching
Reckoning,
Rocket League, but
an easy retake if they want here,
I
and they
kind of
will just
stopped
continue to
because
back up to try and stay
I
alive.
was a big Rizzo fan, and then he retired.
Nato's
And
only
he
gonna
was
go
kind of
down
like the
to
only
Dev
guy I
here.
really watched. So like once all the
Wow,
newer players
Ospas is
came in,
out
I
there
just
right now.
I didn't know anybody, and I just stopped
Oh, and
watching.
Kess is out of there. Oh my god.
Kess just got
he was still
ripped.
swinging, right? That's what I saw.
He just got
Oh
ripped.
my word.
by
So
Ospas.
Ospas has full control. And what does this do again? 100 Thieves are going to have to just press W. Reckoning goes down again. Their hand is forced. And this is when they start to crumble.
Okay, there we go.
Asuna
Okay,
and
okay,
Xander, though,
okay.
making a great case for 100 Thieves to keep themselves in this round.
We're still in it.
And MIBR off of game point. But there's still the ace in the hole. There's still Ospas. As now they're forced to run back. This would be a huge round from Asuna. He has been showing up as of late.
Asuna for the bread.
Be a huge moment.
Spike not
He's not
going to
be ready for Jet, though.
Make them guess that he's playing backside. And really, thankfully, though, MIBR kind of separated for the retake.
He's not going to be ready for Ospas.
So fast. How is he here already?
Oh!
Oh! And Asuna turns around the sixth sense for the third kill.
I lied, chat.
Has everything now for Asuna. Knows that the next rotate is from spawn.
No.
Oh my god, Shenum hits it! Asuna tries to carry a second one over, but it's just too much in the second
That would have been a
battle.
huge
Shenum gets
round.
a very big defuse to put MIBR on game point.
$300 for a keyboard is
First shot,
crazy.
though, coming out from
I mean, I know
Aspas,
they
all
upped
the way
their
out towards
prices
defender
because of like the
spawn.
tariffs and stuff
Forced to
here
tempo
too,
out for 100 Thieves. Beautiful
which,
reckoning
you
to
know,
answer
kind of
out.
blows.
Thrown here by
But
Arzine.
that's out of their control.
Can't
There's nothing
stand
they
still
can
to
do
go for
about that.
shots to shoot against your opponents. You flood back in for MIBR, and Asuna
It is good
almost
looking
had it.
though.
He had a great series last week for his birthday buff.
Yeah,
This time around,
if I had the money for it, I
stayed
would
with the
definitely
group
buy
in
it for sure.
the kill column here, and they're at least
But I
fragging
just
out as a team, but also
would be a-
trailing
it would be
behind
a
by 6
bad
rounds
decision
against MIBR.
if
And
I
that's
bought
the
that
impressive
right
part,
now.
you know, to talk about it again.
just say
The
that.
rounds are still, as Asuna does that,
Redemption.
they're still tough for 100 Thieves to be getting.
You're
Down
outta
to
here,
one
Romano.
person, up to a
Have a good
1v1
dinner,
fight
brother.
here.
Good to
But
see you
they
in the
are
chat as
still
always.
grabbing a few, and off
Appreciate
that
you
kill,
stopping by.
The first blood for Asuna here, getting his fire back from that last round.
Go enjoy
Could
a
be little
banger
that gusto
dinner.
that the team needs.
Now a touch and go for 100 Thieves. In the mid round, you still have util.
We'll see you
for
later,
viewers.
Romano.
Just about to mention,
to see you in the
start
next
droning
stream,
here
brother.
Towards this A side,
Appreciate you stopping by.
That might be the instant hit right after. Smoke's already coming in towards the screen.
The double push definitely gives 100 Thieves space here. MIBR have a long way to rotate around, but 100 Thieves have to be ready for that post
Nice.
plant. Cryo says it'll be easy enough with Shenum down as well. And that's going to be a Viper's Pit.
Cass needed to put his
I mean,
alarm
at
on
this
some
point, as long as the Thieves
even
can
if
rattle
Cryo
off a
falls
couple
here,
rounds,
at least he'll get information for the team.
make it seem a little closer than what it really is, I think that would be
Came all the way
huge.
back from spawn, so don't really know how many players are rotating and flanking. Cass with the first kill, though.
Oh. Artsine has to peel off, and a missed shot. And that's going to be enough. 100 Thieves keep themselves alive for another round here to bring it to 7-12. They
Yeah,
got a
because even
lot
if
of
the
work to
Thieves
do,
can
though.
just
Get
get some
back
rounds, get a
MIBR,
little bit
the
of
money's gonna be
confidence in
there.
them,
They should be able to get the guns in to do it.
I think at that
Also love
point
the play of how 100
that's a
Thieves
win.
scaled up towards this A site by using that pit and
I haven't seen
controlling
somebody use
screens and even
RGX in a
deep
while.
push Screens. You
Yeah.
don't allow here Cortezia to get
Exactly,
the lockdown
keep the guns hot.
to regain and start the retake. I was just about to mention
I'd be
again,
okay with that.
that shot coming out from Cortezia
Make it a little
to get
more
the backstab
respectable.
onto Kess would have been huge there. Because again, you don't know how many players are flanking out from the spawn.
Like a front stab.
Exactly. So then it thankfully at least playing from that bottom belt. Look at that shot.
Wow,
But thankfully, Kess in this position right
that's
here
a dirty
is
aim.
able to get that headshot onto Ospas and save the round really for 100 Thieves. And now
I
this
can't
time
lie,
Braun
chat. I like
is calling the first
how
timeout
my
for the
new
side of
setup
100
is,
Thieves.
like
Oh, sorry, for
upstairs.
MIBR. Definitely doesn't want to let
Got
this
the
slip.
natural light coming
and
in
for
from the
Thieves to gain that
window
momentum
during the
here for
day.
second half.
It's kind of fire. I don't have to use my
And what Fraud has building with this team, he's
my
got
key
to be
light
pretty
or
happy
whatever.
right now. He's always been a big proponent of being
And,
able to use flexible players and be
just
like, hey, I need you to
kinda
do
chilling
this.
here.
Please do this. And
Looks
to
good.
just
Thanks,
have them
Gold.
kind of say yes, and he can
I
mold
wanna,
them into
I do
want
want to put some more stuff
Loves
up,
to be able to do that.
like
So
on the
being able
wall.
to put Verno on calling,
Thieves stuff up on the wall.
co-IGL, and the team add
I just have to figure out like
communal throughout
spacing
the
of
middle
everything
game.
because I don't want it to
He's
be
gotta
like
be excited to see
congested
where
either.
this
Like
team
I don't
goes.
want
Yeah,
everything
definitely. It almost seems like a
to be
continuous
just
work
like
in progress,
pushed in
though, for
because
Quad.
it's
There's
Thieves
not
stuff.
really
I
a
want it to
moment where,
actually
okay,
look
well, all of my
good
players
too.
are comfortable in their roles,
And you can't even see it,
comfortable in
but
what they have to do, so they're still switching things
above
in
me,
and out here.
I
Remember,
have both
Artazine
my
was the one that
scarves
was
hanging
first
up.
calling here for the side of MIBR after Nas were unfortunately
I'm
was
back
dropped on that
incoming.
side as the initiator IGL.
Shit, I hope so. They
Then
called
they're
the
still trying to
timeout.
find
They're getting
groove, and
nervous.
They have so at least in this
They're
series
getting
against Thieves.
nervous.
And that may be at least that positive aspect that Fraud could take out of this first map, that the first time in stage 2, you're starting to see an MIBR that almost looks like the MIBR from the kickoff and stage 1. But that said, this is still Icebox, right? This is still their map. So I think the real value that you'll see here as a coach is how they'll perform in the second map against 100 Thieves on Bind.
Nospas feeling like he needs to make that play now. Moving up just a bit and trying to get an audio cue or even a shot that might be an advantage off of this. But now the Killjoy utility from Cortesia rests basically along that line of scrimmage at A. They're looking to delay. They realized the rounds were a little bit easier when they were able to stop 100 Thieves for just a moment, but they crashed through the front door once again on A.
These are already on site.
Only here at A for MIBR.
Yeah,
they got to get this bomb down.
Delay with the KJ util, allow the rotate to happen. Once it comes through, you have lockdown, pit. Yeah, you can slice up the map for the retake as well.
They're ulting. Do we have Sova ult? We don't.
Good push back. The protocol getting
it's like they don't have a way to take that out, so they're going to have to back off.
They are going to actually have a few to fight for towards this. That's going to be a tough one. Xander looking to get a kill.
Xander gets one, but he does get traded out.
Always a tough position to be in with that pressure on your shoulders, and now it rests on the rest of the members of 4v4 in a distance fight here for pretty much each one.
He's going to try to pit the front of 410.
Oh my gosh, MIBR.
Okay.
Right through the scopes, traded back. Can they get to defuse though? Eyes on it here by Kess. Has to get the reload in. It's not going to be enough. Past half, they're trying to help each other now. Cortesia comes up with another frag. That's going to be
he doesn't. Huge.
Cuts the wrong wire. The Red
huge.
Bull
That's huge.
for Kess to buy enough time and keep
Kess, man. This guy.
The question was there for the rookie.
This guy's
the new
been a
cover
beast
for 100
for us.
Thieves here. Big responsibility to try to win a 1 versus 2 with backs against the
He
walls.
has been a beast.
A round that could have been converted into a victory for MIBR in this first map of the series. And he's able to delay that time and allow 100 Thieves to stay alive.
That's huge
because
they had a halved.
Still quite surprised, though, that MIBR did not use their pit on the retake. I thought with that forward positioning from Shenum,
we're still in it.
They're trying to block vision here from even late 410.
The boys aren't
Give
leaving.
That opener for the rest of the players inside the site to fight out, but maybe they're just going to rethink the ult for the next round. An eco round for MIBR, but a Guardian for Osmos. They'll connect.
Finds one.
Okay, Cryo takes him out,
trying to stay there to help Shenum.
Got the trade at least.
Shenum missing a shot there, but
and he had the
Xander
best
didn't
weapon.
Even give him a chance, really. It wasn't too much of a miss. And it looks like 100 Thieves will be able to run around with run away with another round here. If nothing too crazy continues to happen after that shot.
That's not ideal.
Yeah, at least there was a crazy shot there, but 2 players watching the flank this time around. Weapon upgrade for Artazine. They'll get information for the team as Verno is also scanning in the front of that B site.
That timing turn to throw the smoke.
Good trade. We're chilling.
Repair it, not a problem. Just good teamwork and synergy as they try to cover each other. And now Verno jumping around. He should get ultimate off of this one as well, so it'll kind of be helpful for the next round to have that Hunter's Fury, but you're looking at quite a few ultimates from 100 Thieves that they can continue to connect.
I mean, Thieves look composed right now.
Big shots coming out for 100 Thieves, and you're also seeing why you can play double controller, why the Omen comes out for the composition for the Thieves. When you pull up the Viper wall to at least slice up to take control of green, and also towards yellow.
Yeah, the smoke fits perfect, Rice.
Exactly. You're fighting for space. It's being delayed on the side here for MIBR, and when that wall's about to come down, well, at least that smoke could be thrown to still allow for you to plant and escape freely and safely off the pulse plant for 100 Thieves. Weapon round now. Osmos dodges the drone.
We're ripping Sova early.
Quick trade. Doesn't look
Pretty
like
neutral
100
there.
Wants too much more space, but it has been taken by Cortesia in mid. This is going to be a real tough spot. At least one here
You got to be ready for this.
So it might be an indecisive shot that connects. No one. The spam almost goes through, but hits
get the trade at least.
Still quite a bit of damage here to keep him softened up. And they're going to be able to force the hand of 100 Thieves a bit with that pit.
You have to fast tempo. The pit already came out, so thankfully you waste that out on the A side, but you have to go for a tap for the spike. Maybe try to force out the Hunter's Fury right away, unless Verno wants to keep it. Nice
Beautiful combo from Verno. Just an alley-oop to himself there, but the spike does get planted. A very early lockdown. I mean, it still works. You expect the team to be there, so they're already buying time for the spike planted, so early doesn't really matter in this case.
Kess with new responsibility now has to hold the spike with an op.
Nice.
There's an Ospas meteor falling out of the sky for a moment. One more. They keep themselves in this icebox matchup, and it looks like they're going to be able to get onto Kess with the operator. Just showing how much variation he can put into his gameplay. And 100 Thieves now 2 away from the overtime.
The stocks continue to rise here for Kess. Being able to play some big impact
I might have
rounds
to make
for
like a
100
Kess meme.
And also being able to hold out the operator.
I might have to make
for
a
the
Kess
team.
meme to post.
None expected from Ospas. Floating around, and as he's finally spotted, oh crap, it's an op. I'm gonna have to really.
Dude, his reaction time is
so
insane.
I don't get picked midair, but it still gets shot on the ground as he lands.
Xander chomping on the
Kess
gum.
is feeling it too.
Yeah, you should listen
Boosty
to
could
also
never.
his interviews.
Damn, Gold.
When he actually
You
had
really-
the
you really
first
got beef with
victory
Boosty.
week 1 against Energy.
Yeah.
Very humble player. And also realizing that making it here on the VCT stage is maybe something that was expected on his end, but he took it from a humble's perspective, right? It's like,
Yo, what's up, Frost?
It's okay if I don't make it, but if I do, the job's not done. Now
How
that
you
I've
doing?
made it, I can actually work with 100 Thieves
Crazy
and try to help the
straight, dead
team
ass, Destiny.
move
Dead
to
ass.
new beginnings here and hopefully qualify for champs. At this
Chat, while
point,
we're on a
what's
timeout, if you're
for
on
the target
YouTube
for
and you
100
haven't
Thieves to try
already,
to qualify for champs is
like that
not
stream.
really just
Lets
on
me know you guys
championship
are
points,
enjoying the
but it
content, and
definitely
it
wanna
helps
make it
push
into the
the
top
stream
2.
out to
But to
other
make it
folks
into the
like
top 2,
ourselves.
you have to come up with big victories against the remaining teams that you have to face up against.
Good, Frosty,
If they were
good.
to lose against
I'm
MIBR,
good as well
hasn't
right
had the
now.
best of
Got
starts here
my
for
got my
stage
new
2.
setup.
That's a lot of
in
confidence.
the
That's
new
knocked out
room,
the wind off their sails.
and
in
just
interviewing
kind of
EU
feeling
last
good.
week, he
We're
did
just
say,
feeling
he's
good.
like, yeah, it's
Thieves
a
are
vibe.
down,
It's a bit
but
of a honeymoon phase
they're
right now.
they're
the
bringing
fact
it
that
back.
we're
They're
cruising,
fighting.
but they still
They're not
obviously
rolling
carry
over.
that, right? They know some of
Jake.
these things are
W
clicking,
Jake.
but those definitely still need work to
I
stay
gotta learn how to
clicking.
pitch
It's
like
not
Jake
something that
does.
just falls into place.
I gotta take notes.
So they're aware here. The ebbs and
I know.
flows are going to be coming with the
I
squad
know
here
Jake's
on their
Jake's
start.
on that
10
grind.
to 12.
He's on that
Just
grind.
2 more for 100 Thieves, like we said before, to click back in.
An important round for MIBR, because this is a buy that if they lose, they don't have money to work with.
Nice,
And
huge.
Cryo has the 6th sense. All of 100 Thieves are starting to activate on the second half.
Wait,
a slow
this
start,
is huge from Xander.
but now it looks like they can't do any wrong.
Nice.
It
Oh,
almost
he's not gonna
seems
be
like
ready
these
for
last
behind him
timeouts
though.
for MIBR were a breather moment for 100 Thieves, so they could get themselves in the correct position.
Austin almost had another one there. Now TPs for control and information for the side of the attack, as that will be the call for them to move forward. But losing Xander in the beginning, they don't have the wall to move forward, but thankfully, Austin throws that smoke.
Oh, he saw him.
It's delayed by Poison Orb
Just
from
shoot,
MIBR.
just shoot, Cryo.
Now you have to trade
Slightly
out
to
as
your
much
left.
as you can. When
Slightly
these
to your
smokes will
left.
dissipate.
Refreshed
Oh, he
on
didn't see
that
him.
mid one towards Snowman.
Oh.
Oh, the spam comes through. They just go off of the timing and what might be a hot spot to shoot. High Tide comes through with the Reckoning going down, and this is going to be sketchy
Okay.
fight as they all peek out from the wall.
2v2.
Really no flashes to be used in this situation. So it's
It
about
seems like a
where
late
aim is
ult,
and how
though.
fast you are each time.
And there's no counter for 100 Thieves. They have to push forward out of this, so MIBR is just waiting for them.
There's a spam, almost the second one controlled there. Abson's going to get the fade away. The last one to hit that they need for the defuse.
That's
and
tough.
MIBR
That's
finally
tough.
sealed the deal in Icebox.
It took a couple of rounds.
They made it respectable
and
though.
some timeouts from Fraud, but those timeouts
Put the pressure on MIBR at the end of that
to
map.
capitalize on that last round.
Now we got
and
our
get
map
the
coming
victory
up.
and secure their map pick of the Icebox against 100 Thieves.
Do a 24-hour
Again,
stream.
Smart play being done by the lockdown, and both players showing patience.
I can't lie,
knowing that
Destiny,
100
I
Thieves
did
has to
actually
rush
think
out
about
on that
that.
smoke to fight against them.
I did think about that.
So MIBR have definitely tapped into their aggressive side again for Icebox, knowing that Verno and Osbox
I
can
feel
work
like
together on those early calls, get themselves in a position, but defense still a little wanting for them as 100 Thieves were really able to get behind that armor.
I can't
Good
do
news,
that.
though, silver lining for 100 Thieves is it was a very slow start.
That's true.
They actually made it competitive towards the end on that second half.
You're saying
Now
I
they
can't
have an
stay up for
opportunity
20,
to play on their
24
back end
hours?
of
We got Bind on the other side. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Jake, because I saw you did one, and I know I could stay up for like the 24 hours. I think for me, a big part of it is like I don't know what I would be able to play for 24 hours, or like what I would be able to do for 24 hours. I know I would definitely have to break some stuff up and, you know, play a variety of games, but like I could not do Valorant for 24 hours. I couldn't. There's no way. I would rage quit. I would rage quit the stream straight up. Or I would break something that would force me to quit. COD I can maybe do, but I don't think people really care about COD.
Sorry.
That's true. If I did it as like a watch party day, I could definitely do it. Like that would be easier to do for sure. But like if I was just hopping on one day to do God knows what, yeah, that would probably be pretty tough. But I could definitely do it. Also, I don't know where the hell Zach's getting this I'm old thing. I'm 24. I haven't even hit the back half of 20 yet. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. You see the picture I sent? No. Been on stream, bro. Chat, this kid Zach is a clown, bro. And I can say that. He's my younger brother. He's a gooner, an absolute gooner. That little gooner. Gooner is crazy. I don't know what else I would call him. I don't know. He's funny though. I can't lie. He is funny. He is a funny character. That's for sure. Gooner is crazy. What? I can't call you a gooner? If we were playing Rocket League, he's a clanker because he always hits the crossbar. But to be fair, me and him are both clankers because we both hit crossbars. More of a goon, not a gooner. Yeah. Tomato, tomato, you know what I mean? You're one of the goon henchmen from Batman. You ride around in the goon mobile with a goon copter. It's so funny, like the brain rot slang. Like, Kendall and I were talking about it yesterday because she asked me something, or she said something to me,
You're the coach of MIBR,
and my
fraud.
response was
Just told you
dead
got a little
off.
spooky there for the second,
And
but
she
you took a
just
wonderful
laughed.
timeout, and you guys
And
bring it home.
we
I
were
don't know
like,
what's the next
dude,
not
if
fine.
we
That's kind of 100 Thieves
end
bread
up
and
having
butter. They're
kids, like
known
we're gonna
for
be
it.
saying
It
dumb
has
shit
great
like that, and our
bind.
kids are gonna
Why
pick up
let it
on
through, and what
our
do you
brain
see
rot
and
like
how, as
lingo.
like what you're going to do on that
Our
map?
kids are gonna be sitting there like,
for starters, we
"Dead
suck
off."
on Ascent right now. I think we're like 0-6 this whole entire year or something like this. So
We
know,
have
we're
circle
working on it, we're
jerks
trying to
in the
fix it, but
helicopter.
with that in play,
Why did I just
we
read
already
that
knew
out loud?
kind of what they would pick based on their comfort level. So we spent the whole week preparing for it. So we just gotta hope our preparation and our homework.
See what I mean?
is
He's a
gonna help
gooner.
us, against their pick.
He's a gooner for sure.
MIBR might be heading to 100 Thieves home ground.
Gotta get their
next,
potassium.
They started on their own of Icebox, and despite a rocky second half, take the win they needed there to stay up a map in this series. Welcome back.
How are we
guys.
thinking the
This
Thieves
is
do
a
in
big
this
win
map
for
too?
MIBR.
We got
It's been in
our
kind
map
of a
pick
backslide all
in
stage following
Bind.
the failures of Toronto. It felt
And they
so
started
good
to look
finally
good at
see
the end
them
of that
back in a
last map.
Positive attitude,
So,
winning a map here, Myrna.
Yeah, it felt like their
I think
attack
the
side
Thieves
was really
should
good.
come
That's
out
exactly
pretty
kind of
hot
how the
going into this
MIBR
next map.
we've known and come to love.
And
Always
I think we tie up
looked
the
like they were
series. I
really
think we go
happy.
game
They had
game
the vibes.
3.
They were pushing. They were aggressive. They were making sure they were
Oh,
getting the picks.
MIBR
and
hasn't
always
lost on
playing off
Icebox
of each
in
other. And
America's
not only that,
2025.
I really felt like before when we would see MIBR
And
start
we-
to lose their streak,
we got
rounds
10
together,
rounds on 'em.
their
So,
vibes would kind of go down. The
I think
energy
we're
would go down.
okay.
But they kept it
I think
up.
we're
Even
okay,
though it was
chat.
a little bit of a rocky second half, they still pushed. We're taking those aggressive lines with Ospas and making sure they did good.
Definitely. Starting on Icebox for them, a map they haven't been able to play week 1 or 2, was huge because ultimately the meta for Icebox is unchanged over the years, and it's always been their favorite home map. Could have been a curse too.
Yeah.
If they lose Icebox, my God, they're cooked. But they
Yeah.
didn't. They came out swinging. Ospas at one point was like 18-3. So that is exactly what they needed
Ospas
to get
was
started off on the right foot. And how
BTA.
can they carry it over into Bind? That's going to be a tough task.
Athena, when we were talking earlier, you were building up how you wanted to see an MIBR that's moving more into enabling Ospas and putting him on the jet. They do that here, and it's highly successful.
How much time do we got here? Should I run
between
the
Ospas on other
COD
agents
gridlock?
and on the jet? You can see the stats here. He's just
Should
outstanding.
I run the
on this
COD
role.
gridlock,
I
chat?
feel like there's a difference between having one player only be able to play that one role and putting all your faith into your duelist versus having a player that you can set up to bring success for your team. And Ospas is definitely going to be
struggled with
that
the
second
player
option.
guesser
Not
earlier,
only does he
but
go aggressive, get the space for his team as
I
well
feel like
as
I
get
did-
those multi
I feel like I did
he
decent
also
with the
manages
gridlock.
to settle the game, even if he does end up kind of dying or not getting the first
All right.
frag, he still has
Less
such a
than 8
huge
event
impact
wins.
on
Oh,
both
chat, I am
halves
cooked.
of each map that he plays. with
Carolina
Jet
and
specifically.
OGLA
Yeah, I feel like I'm going to be
Let's see.
the Grinch in this segment.
Oh,
has
no.
not teamed
Because
with Paul X in
Here
the
he comes.
CDL,
Obviously,
not
Ospas
from
Jet
the
is
United
incredible.
States.
The problem, though, for that right now is it's just not great in the meta.
Interesting.
So it's
Okay.
something that they can only lean into here and
Let's
there, not
see.
all the time. But listen, they took the map. He had an amazing performance. You can't take that
Less
away from
than
him.
8
But it still
event wins
kinda
and
leaves me
played for
worried when we get to
Carolina.
Bind, etc.
100 Thieves heading to home territory now. Let's check in with them.
Carolina and
let's-
OGLA.
Here, the coach of 100
Carolina
Thieves and Six.
OGLA.
We almost made it in map 1, but
Let's see,
couldn't quite make
Slasher,
that comeback happen.
TJ.
I asked Fraud about your bind, and he said
Is that
he
it? Is
prepared
it
for
only
we're ready
Slasher,
for it.
TJ?
I'm gonna ask you. We've seen there's a lot of tape of your
I'm
bind.
pretty sure it is
Why
only
let it
Slasher,
through?
TJ.
Are you changing anything? Or are you just that confident in this map?
I'm definitely a big believer in like
Here's the
identity
thing,
and
though.
comfort. I think that Bind is
Some
a
of
very
them, if
comfortable
they're
map
too,
for us.
if they're too
In the same way
blatant,
that obviously Icebox is a very comfortable map for them.
it's not as many points. So
some
I'm
details
trying to
on
go for some of
Icebox,
the
you know,
hard
could've
picks.
Easily went our way, but
know what I mean?
It's like when it comes to Bind for us, it's like no
And
matter
Rex
what
was
comp we play
recent,
against,
so
no
that's
matter
what
what
makes
team
me
we play
think,
against,
like,
the fights or things that we
it
like.
won't be as
the
valuable,
understanding of
but
protocols and this kind of thing is
for
something
Carolina
that
Ravens,
we just
I mean,
understand very
he
clearly
might
on
be
the map,
like the only
regardless
option.
of comp what we're playing against. So we're definitely
To be
very
honest.
confident.
I'll go with
especially
Rex, though.
Somewhat knowing
I'll
what
go
kind
with
of comp
Rex.
they play. And yeah, I mean, I don't really care if they know what we do because we're gonna beat them anyway.
Best of luck on map 2.
Oh shit, Zix is talking his shit.
Zix is talking about comfort and
Carolina
home
OGL,
grounds
let's
in
go.
that interview. And I think if you talk about strengths, Bind is one that you don't normally see for MIBR.
Let's just go with
If
TJ.
you look at
Let's go with
Ospas
TJ.
as a player, his raise has
Let's go
always
with
been
Fat
a
Bob,
weak
huh?
point. Guys, the last time he
What?
won
Carolina
a VCT
and
game on this agent
NYSL.
was a year ago. Champions 2024.
Okay, can I ask,
That's actually crazy.
when they say NYSL,
Wait,
is
that's
that
so wild.
like
And that's not that he hasn't played
Like,
it. He has
only
played the raise.
the
Some,
NYSL
obviously, when they do
name?
double duels comps,
Yeah.
it's
or
hard
is
to
it
pick up that
also
role.
like
But
the new
this
version
team
of the
just does not
C9
win with
roster?
Ospas on
Does
raise.
that count
and now
as
they're
well?
playing Bind, where I feel like you have
Because if
to
it does
see
not,
Ospas
that
already.
changes
And
my
they have
answer.
another choice
They
you
put-
would like to see.
Okay,
They
Arsenal
could-
If
Ravens
it's-
is
yeah.
actually
if it's
fire. He was
strictly
playing
the
it on
NYSL
Split earlier
brand-
in the year, and it was gas
Ospas on
actually when he was
Yoru?
playing with it.
I have
Is that
to
what you're
I have
saying?
to
I
figure
mean,
something
if-
else out.
The thing is, something like that I think could work. It's like a comp a la Paper Rex, where Jing is actually the one doing a lot of the entering, and the Yoru can
just subliners. Okay.
In some situations, second or focus
on. I was going to say
something Aspas can do.
You could do Gwyn if it was the C19. But if it's only NYSL,
that's the task ahead of MIBR as we head into the second after this.
So then, same with the Ravens. Is it only the Carolina Ravens, or is it like just Ravens as a whole? Like even when they were London, I would think it would be the same. Let's see, who's on just Carolina? Okay. Who was on Carolina and NYSL? I'm trying to think of who was on Carolina. So obviously this year we had Slasher, Tej, Rex came on. There was... I'm blanking on who. Oh, Gwyn, obviously.
Map 1, but so is MIBR here as we load.
How didn't I solve the subliners one? For Carolina in NYSL?
And where Raze? There's Raze. Aspas going back on to Raze for this. And we do expect to see that 100 Thieves composition coming through as well.
Because I'm trying to think of who was on Carolina.
If they're able to find victory with
last year. Who was on
Carolina
Carolina last year?
Since he's won with that agent, but
I feel like my ADHD is kicking in right now. I'm hearing the audio from the stream, and it's like
kickoff. But I do respect
like
the fact
taking
my
brain away.
Based on what Frot was mentioning, they're kind of really bad in a sense. So you just gotta play into the vetoes where maybe it favors you. So maybe a little bit more preparation on Corrode.
I'm trying to remember who was on the team last year. Like I deadass don't even remember who was on the team last year. Straight up.
And they're coming out with something that they've
and I feel like I should know that.
When Noswar was still in the roster, and he was also playing that Sky. Now you're adding Verno again.
Is it Big Wake?
Role, but also adding extra firepower for the team. Maybe
did Big Wake play for Carolina?
For MIBR, and hopefully
no, he only played for Boston, right?
Let's see if our team can pop off too. There's going to be kind of a distribution.
He only played for Boston.
Which duelist is getting a little bit more?
Because I was going to say he was NYSL, right?
When they go
for a little bit.
Aggression on the side of MIBR. 100 Thieves, that tried and true comp, like Zick said, probably getting to a map 3 in their eyes.
I am Destiny. I'm going to be really mad if I don't figure
of that identity and comfort that he was talking about, and this is a very comfortable one for them. They start on attack, so they get to set the
well,
pace.
we gotta hop into this. We can't miss this.
It'll be basically a mirror matchup.
You know that
of
I know who it is.
EU playing
I'll keep thinking about it. I promise I'm not gonna like look it up or anything because I hate that shit. I wanna actually figure it out.
Deniability from MIBR.
It's somebody I should know. Like I should genuinely know.
Now with Shinam playing control towards showers. Even a high Aspas. Maybe trying to bait out a little bit of his teammates because he's not playing on an angle where he can spot a lurk up, but more on the contact.
I feel like I'm just having like a fat brain fart right now.
Pushing down B as the A hit starts to come in straight towards
there we go.
Asuna starts him off. Zia trying to figure out where he might need to look right now. It's not going to be a good crash back, so 100 Thieves have a lot of time with the MIBR members that are here on defense, and that isn't looking good for MIBR. Verno makes himself known, but cannot proceed any further into Lamps just yet.
Oh, shit.
Cortezia trying to make a name for a round win here. And there's just a lot of time that 100 Thieves is buying here. Artsine coming in with the Sheriff. This is what they were waiting for. Now they can start to crunch down all these members. A few more 100 Thieves fall as the spike now becomes an issue.
No util available for Verno. They have to double swing on this.
One haunt. The
nice.
EU is going to be there with the classic. A little bit of an upgrade, but the
huge out of
win
EU there.
Is what they were looking for.
I got a little more nerve-wracking
towards the end.
I think we would have hoped.
But now you're starting to see the preparation coming out from MIBR because the position for Aspas only is not to bait his teammates rather on the execution.
Can I ask, would it be better to think of the Ravens players or the New York players?
On top of the APC, so it's just trying to deny that.
Because I do think I'll know more of the New York players than I will
to play close range against the right-click classes of Asuna.
The Carolina
that really
players.
Open things up to allow 100 Thieves to at least go for that plant. Rifles already out for 3 players for 100 Thieves. Will they get countered by MIBR? Verno flashing down for info. That's the only flash that he has.
Damn, we got 3 Vandals off of that round.
This is the name of the game right now. 3 players, 3 Vandals.
We'll take that.
Get all 3 that were hiding. Yes, they do. Cryo cleans up Artesine there
on
the right side of the map, and now 100 Thieves have a free run here to get that spike down once they get towards the site that they want.
Yeah.
Interesting.
The triple swing once again, kind of just like they did with the Stinger buy on that second round of Icebox on our attack side, making sure that they are there to help each other out in case there's
Definitely
any type of traps.
need to brainstorm.
Good read by MIBR to anticipate that type of push. Unfortunately, could not get their pistols to drop the players of the attack side. So an easy plant towards the end. Aspas and Shenum, maybe not looking at TP to give their positions away, but they're definitely looking to get closer to the radius of that spike going off. And if you're looking on the side of 100 Thieves, I probably want to see Asnar Cryo looking to hunt for kills, and there you go. A mini Bogdan's Law, Cryo going with the Ghost while he trades out his Vandal. He's now already pushing towards that spawn. Asnar's watching where that TP could happen, so again, both duelists understanding where they can maximize their position.
Oh, I don't want to peek that again.
Damn!
Not enough bullets there, but Aspas is still
You got one at least.
And they'll come up with, come away with this.
2 orbs on top of that, only with a Ghost, so dropped a player, Dyna Aspas.
Okay, so I'm thinking recently for NYSL, recently,
leveraging the showstopper, so
this year,
here 100 Thieves to play a little bit of a spam game once they get this available now for Cryo.
Mac.
MIBR has been pretty aggressive over towards B. They did just lose a fight towards Shower
for a little bit,
now,
at least.
After Icebox, we are going to see them back in kind of that comeback position. It's only a few rounds, but if bonus goes to 100 Thieves,
dude, like dead ass, you put pressure on me, and I'm lost. I'm lost. I can't think.
Against this aggressive attack. And 100
What was the team this year?
Slow down their bonus.
Crimp, Sib.
Yeah, definitely slowing things down, and I almost feel like Xander let himself get hit by the flash here on that B side thrown by Verno. So trying to keep them at bay. Crowd trying to move forward. We're going to have a
Mac started the season.
free card with the TP left behind.
Accuracy.
Just holding the angle, trying to see if...
Or not accuracy,
they're able to get some shots, some picks.
Exactly.
Even Haunt thrown towards the showers, not being shot in the very beginning, allowing EU to creep up, and it'll now have to become the duel fight.
Priesta?
Ooh.
I don't think so. I don't think he was ever on the Ravens.
Looks like Shenum didn't want to swing that to punish.
See how much they're considering.
Well, see, that's the thing, Destiny. I was just gonna go through like as many of the teams as I can remember.
Exactly.
But I didn't think Priesta was on the Ravens.
EU. So, but MIBR are not going for the fast rotate yet.
It's got to be like earlier NYSL because as of late, no one's been on the Falcons.
Here goes Aspas now. They're starting to finally
so it's got to
be that
be
B side with the push up towards mid.
It's got to be earlier.
And 100 Thieves was doing the same thing on Icebox, right to the front door, and then crash it down with little to no knowledge that it's going to happen. Oh, missed by Asanas. They don't have the upper hand there. He goes down to Aspas' nade, actually dumped into the corner, as it's a fast trade on both sides, leaving it even at 3. Verno says, give that advantage right back. Another kill for Verno inside the tub as he's pinched in. And the last few shots necessary.
Let's just feed Verno 4 kills.
To pick up the bonus round for MIBR.
I just asked the question of the extra fire.
Let's just feed Verno 4 kills.
This guy for MIBR if it could make the difference, and it definitely does. Unfortunately, you see 100 Thieves kind of scaling one by one, and the idea around that we're trying to do in the first place was just trying to satchel Asna on top of the shed, so they could find players flooding back from the spawn, but that missing and also dying from the pain shells.
Yeah.
Just unfortunately here didn't give a chance for 100
Let me ask
a
specific question.
That B site. And I think it's also because of a flash.
Did this guy have a really tight jersey this season?
Get on the top.
Yeah. Right over again. You see him have to hit the truck a little bit, but this is pretty much pistol round play here coming from 100 Thieves. And they keep cooking.
No.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Asana's getting a little flicky right now. This means it's going to be good. And he could make it great with a few more shots.
Oh my gosh. She's just jumping at him with a Vandal. What?
EU there as well for kills.
That is diabolical
really just being a
work.
distraction in the air, but making it look great the whole time.
I was wondering if it was Paul X.
Talk about 100 Thieves.
Because he played for New York, but he didn't play for
but the pathing utilized by Asana, for me, it almost looks like the old school Asana from like 2020 100
at least Carolina Ravens.
Much value he gets from the satchels and the space that he gains. Caught Artazine out in the open and off guard, and really allowed 100 Thieves to start pushing that momentum back into the A site. Very, very nicely done here by Asuna.
Is it
Showstopper
Clay?
available going into the next round, as well as the Nightfall.
It's not Clay, right?
Cortesia, an important
Tell me it's
weapon
not
to save
Clay.
going into the next round.
He did play on the Ravens, didn't he?
Man, and I think that's what we look for when you do see 100 Thieves going back to bind, right? They may have had a bit of a flug towards B, but they said, okay, let's get back to a regular everyone protocol. We're not going to do anything fancy. It's just blast.
I feel like I
forward.
can envision him in
Look how
the
fast
Ravens
they
jersey.
actually get up to where Asuna is, right? They're helping him here quite quick, and he's drawing all eyes so that can happen, so they can run just past teleporter inside.
It is Clay, bro.
Just
I
flooding
low-key
inside,
thought that. I sat there and I thought that, and I was
Man.
like, did he play
Yeah.
for the Ravens?
It is tough. There's almost no delay to what 100 Thieves were doing there. Straight W key, and they were able to get to the enemy lines on that one.
Triple swing with the steady.
I dead
jump
ass just
spot.
forgot he played for the Ravens.
I mean, it is a lower buy that you have for the
I
side
thought
of
him, but I was like,
MIBR.
I couldn't remember for
Weapon
sure
saved
if he
by
played for the
Cortesia,
Ravens or not.
Aspas buying. I mean, this is still an investment.
And then
of
it, like-
Guardian and a small shield.
I was like, wait, I can see
Now
him
you'll
in the
probably
Ravens
see an
jersey
MIBR with an
because
op
I kept thinking
for the
only
next round or
Vegas
two.
or like,
On the defensive side,
yeah, Vegas.
potentially even
Is it only Clay though?
a lower shield once again going into the next round for Aspas once they go for the full gun round.
1 minute creep towards mid. Oh,
Oh, hell yeah.
That was a big one from Asuna. They said, oh, you saw something? Yeah, we did.
Ah, that's
They go
right,
straight for
Destiny.
the throat
Oh,
on
that's
that. And now
right.
that there's
That's
blood in the
so
water,
right.
It's an easy plant. Also, still the lurks around here.
You're so right.
EU playing with his food a bit, isn't even really going to give the kills, going to try to figure out
Nice.
what else is going on. So Asuna can come back through and start popping up.
I know,
hits on that ultimate.
I just
Asuna
I forgot
is
about
playing
that,
blind
bro.
like he's
I
on
wasn't thinking
deathmatch.
of
Yeah.
Just going
once you
wherever
say
he
that,
wants,
like it
getting
all
picks.
makes
You
sense.
mentioned earlier it was like the early Asuna, right?
Yeah.
Just the young kid they would.
I
feed
just
with
straight
all
up
the
forgot he
utilities so
played for
could
the
go
Ravens,
forward and
bro.
kill. Just
And then
doing
I,
that with
like,
a bit more structure
When I was thinking
now.
about it, I was like, could it be
Seeing the
Clay?
version
I was like, did he
2.0.
play for the Ravens? And then I was like, yeah, that
fact
was
they
the
went for
last team he
blind
played
ult
for.
Right into short A. That's just how 100 Thieves are comfortable with manipulating the
That's
map. They
crazy. I
already
should
had
have
inserts.
known that. You're
It's
right,
certainly
chat. I
controlled
am
to
mad at
start.
myself for not
Inserts
knowing
towards
that.
showers.
Yeah.
There's nobody there. It's been very
I'm telling
quiet
you,
from
it's
Hookah.
like my
So you would
ADHD,
expect
bro.
here that MIBR is looking for
I just
map
get
control and a lower
distracted
buy.
super
with
easy,
aggression
and then
towards
I
short.
forget, and I just blank
Also
on
gets
stuff.
great value out of that showstopper. Even Xander picks
But
up
hey,
the kill
we
to
won a
support.
round again.
Would have had both.
Would've.
Would have cooked Shenum there. Or,
I mean, I'll
Aspas
end up
too,
using
but you see
Clay.
the kill
I'll put
coming
Clay
through.
in that
A little bit of
spot.
teamwork never hurts, and a flawless for 100 Thieves. So they start to bank everything. Even if they were able to lose this round, they
When
have
we get to
full buys.
halftime, I'll pull it back
then
up
they
and
can
we'll keep
Play even a
ripping
little
it.
bit more aggressive, push forward, and test MIBR at every turn.
Talked about an Aspas no op, but Artazine did have enough money for an operator on his end, and he's trying to look for that control.
Oh.
That center usually does here on the side, and he stays tucked in towards that wall.
We'll take the wall bang.
Sees the barrel of the operator and wall bangs him.
He just has this like smirk on his face, like anyone else.
Yeah, Drifty,
chewing
this is a
gum.
much
Another
better
day
start.
here down at the fountain. Don't
Already.
worry about it. Oh my gosh.
He is chewing quite slowly.
Yeah, he's paced. They're pushing showers on the side of MIBR, so they're going to have an idea.
I thought
that
Xander
this
was
B hit's
cooked.
coming in or straight up the gut towards A.
What a clear.
But yeah, they're right about the B hit, because here they go again. Xander with another kill on the round to drop the first two on MIBR's side.
With the op down two and a rifle, B site open when they had Seekers to work with as well.
All right,
The
that's
idea
B
was
site.
there. You had an opportunity to just
Just
TP
got to get
away
that
with the
rock
op.
down.
Yeah.
You're able to spot Xander in the front side, but this has to be a call for a save.
This is back-to-back flawless rounds on a gun as well. So, yeah, they're just reassured every turn here what they're doing, allowing MIBR to push out and put themselves in dangerous positions and just take all of that investment back for the positions they're holding, and that's all they need to do.
And there was barely any damage done.
Another
here on
good
the side of
round for the
100
Thieves
and
here.
That's just
I
off the
mean,
play of
Xander
the
with
Xander.
both kills,
Just the
both of
first
them
pick,
were
going toe-to-toe against
huge.
the operator. A slow creep up, clears that 50 onto Verno. There's another one of those scenarios where 100 Thieves are just able to find some early space, and the other players that are anchoring on the other side of the site have no opportunities to really rotate to support the team or even play any type of scenarios where they can actually retake the spike or the site. I think at this point now for MIBR,
5-1 start for the Thieves on their map pick. We'd love to see it.
Crunch plays. Hail Marys on that side too. Maybe it won't happen until they start getting their own ults on their side, but
dude,
what a shot by Zach.
That angle is crazy.
Timeout to come through for MIBR.
All right, we got an early timeout.
Now seeing the dark side of the moon from the first game here. It is such a night and day change for him. So he has to reset the team, right? This isn't a map that they really are coming in for comfort, so they have to break it down to what is going to work.
All right.
We'll have to see if they can get either Aspas online or kind of Artazine on these retakes, on positioning for the retake.
I can't believe I couldn't think of Clay.
Yeah, the conversation around how MIBR has been looking towards this stage, of course, and even
has
since
not
Toronto
teamed with
is,
Paul
the
X in the
map pool is
CDL.
quite shallow for them.
It is.
Icebox basically
and
being
has
the
less
strongest
than
one,
8 event
and
wins.
at least you've seen some sort of level of success against Crew, for example, in that week 1 when Corrode actually got into the rotation. So now you're working on these new maps where not everybody's fully prepared.
Go like
so
04.
maybe your preparation, how you, exactly how
just
you
a
view
random,
that map could maybe be the winning
guy.
Condition here for you, which is why
Has
they
not teamed with Paul
until
X
the
in
end,
the CDL,
where
but did play on
choose
NYSL.
between that or Haven.
Yeah.
Now they choose Haven, and it's not going to be like a
We'll
crazy
do that.
map
We'll do
that
that
you
one.
have to rethink the strategy with
We'll
the
do that
any type
one
of new
later.
meta for Haven. You can definitely put Aspas back on a jet and make it work, you know? So you're playing the long game. You're learning how now against 100 Thieves on this map, how 100 Thieves are quite strong. And you're hoping here that your prep is more going to be towards Haven.
They flow, 100 Thieves flows really well between their multiple ways of attack too, whether they're allowing you to stay and make mistakes, whether the stimmy's going down right away and they have to fend off an
Thieves
orbital
taking
strike, which
a
they're
lot of
probably
space
really
here.
happy to
Looks
see
like
to
they
start
should
here.
have A.
And that's prep again. You're not like getting yourself trapped towards the showers. This is a play that 100 Thieves likes to do with the C's orbital strike over on that side so they can scale up towards short. Although they have lost Artazine from a spray.
All right. Get first blood as well.
Dog gets good info though. Does see 2 players there. Paint Shell's doing some damage onto Kess.
Oh.
Okay. That
How did he dink but not get the
make
kill?
Him think twice about peeking from spawn there on defender side, and now Verno is still going to try to whip out with Aspas here. A drop from the top. Shenum's able to waterfall in for a kill.
Nice.
With this line of scrimmage broken
Nice.
from 100 Thieves as they instantly decide to push back in to that defensive push of MIBR.
That was so nice. It almost felt like things were starting to fall apart there for 100 Thieves when Asana's out in the open, expecting for somebody to drop in. He gets
Another
killed
good
from
round
back
from
at
the
U-Haul
Thieves. They
from
definitely
Aspa-
look a
from
lot more
Aspa, sorry.
comfortable
And I thought that was
on
going
this
to be the
map
tipping
pick.
point. That would allow here 100 Thieves to convert that, but look at how they position themselves. Again, grouped up for the first one, mid-rotate on the side for Cryo to trade
Their
out
teamwork just
on the
looks
other
so
side of
much
Triple.
better. I feel like after
You can see the frustration
bringing
coming
on
from Fly,
Kess.
'cause it almost felt like a
And I think a
round
big
pull
part of
back in
that,
favor. And look
I
at
mean,
this round,
probably
2 Outlaws.
does come because of the fact that you can trust this guy to get
Credits are outrageous
to win
for
his
them,
ones,
too.
basically.
Exactly.
6,000,
Like
5,900.
with how
They
Busio was
are
performing,
playing
it
the state of the game.
just you couldn't guarantee
really
it.
taking it to MIBR here for the second map.
I mean, no
Extreme control
disrespect,
going out with
but
those juggling around here between the Outlaw and the
that's just the
Vandal
way
is
it goes
EU.
sometimes. I've said, like,
So no one
I
always
think the
have
reason
op money,
I'm
they
not
always
good
have
at Valorant
rifle
is
money
because
they're
I
just winning
don't
with so
trust
many
my
players left
shot
alive. We're
enough.
just winning rounds and so many rounds string together that the economy is quite great. 3K every single time that you win a round.
The top make it
With a
drop.
spike,
That's wet.
spike plant rather. That's 300 credits
Ay,
on top
ay,
of
ay.
that. They are flowing every single one of these rounds on the attack side.
And this buy looks
yeah,
viable enough
gold.
for MIBR too to string some of these 4 ults together. Some of those they can use for the round. Verno is not going to have the Seekers on this one. As he
Xander
gets
gets
taken
first
out.
blood, but
Trying to
gets
use
traded
that
pretty
util right
quick.
to the doorway. 100 Thieves is punishing every step and move of MIBR right now.
Aspas has Showstopper though. He might want to try to use this one, but he gets seized.
Wait, he did get
That's
seized.
awesome.
Oh, I
That's
thought he
actually
was
getting
out of
info.
it.
What a pick by Cryo.
Crazy. They got people jumping across the screen. There's multiple things going on in front of Aspas, and he can't even find a target.
The teamwork, I just feel like, is
basically
spot on.
Jeez, the chaos 100 Thieves is creating right now. I'm not even, putting it on MIBR that they're making mistakes. It's just, what do you look at? What are you trying to find, right? It's so many things being thrown at you. The protocols are just hitting right now for 100 Thieves.
My bad.
Does he, you saw that they tried to deny
Oh, I
info
didn't even
with
hear that.
a pit a few ago. Judge around the corner.
Rip.
Oh, in the gut. Kess once again finding his groove as his Brimstone. That was his debut map, debut agent, 400 Thieves on this map, and he did an excellent job controlling U-Haul on the defense with Judge's rifles, not giving a chance here for Energy to really set up. And this time around, he's making sure that he's like the second, third man able to trade out for 100 Thieves.
Yeah. Maybe just ult the other round too, and he's like, what, 2 away?
Yeah.
Man,
I can't lie, the Thieves like
here, keeping the
jersey setup,
MIBR
the jersey,
guessing.
the pants, and then the shoes.
A lot of A play here from 100 Thieves, but it's different attacks, and they're still touching on B. Xander's always touching on B in most of these rounds.
I still need to get that jersey though, man. I need to get that jersey
right away.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. I don't think 100 Thieves lost that many players throughout these rounds as first bloods or first deaths rather. So consistently pushing Xander on this side, not getting punished.
I try to collect all the jerseys I can.
100 Thieves is going to be playing at a disadvantage, as maybe it's the reason why you're seeing so much value on this side. But we're going to hold that thought. We actually have extremity control here with Aspas with this ult. So they do want to try to find the leverage control here of the ults, the portals.
Are they going through? Are they dogging? Are they going through? Are they following? Oh, they didn't. It seemed like it was going to be crazy, Vans, but they decided to hold off for now.
Exactly. It's still fine because the dog goes back towards showers. It sees nobody there. So if you're funneling players towards that
pretty slow hit here.
Still good. But what a call in the mid round here from Xander to just re-hit for the split towards the A site. There's not too much still happening on that side, so you almost have to kind of second guess off Jiggle Peaks. Shenum might die, but it's going to give the call for the showstopper to come through the portal.
It's the best chance they're going to have here. Even though Shenum's low, they have a lot of info, and Aspas with the jump onto B, they can kind of pinpoint what we have here. But Cryo is going to open this up like a present for the rest of the 100 Thieves
taking a lot of space here.
It is safe to enter A.
So we're doing 0 of that. We want to leverage our showstopper for the retake after the plant. So a double flank, but look at the forward positioning from Kess already at the market.
And the beautiful plant by, what is that, Xander there? Making sure it doesn't get hit by any of the utility coming over from default hits.
Nice.
Kess is already watching the flank. They have an answer for everything MIBR is trying to do on defense.
That's gold.
Short. It has to be a big 1v1 against Aspas in back of short A.
Okay, there's 2 kills. They very much
tough.
need to
Big
get
pick
back
from
into this
Cryo,
round,
though.
But Cryo still gives
3v3
1 back. 3v3.
Nice.
Very, very low HP on the side of MIBR makes this near impossible, as it's just Shenum trying to tiptoe out before he's found, and he is.
Nice.
That's another full kill round and spike down for 100 Thieves.
Again, it almost felt like the positioning was there to
Thieves
get
look much better on this map.
Portals, off ults. And by having that
They
double
look
flank,
good
at
right
some
now.
point, once you reach out
They're
towards that
rolling.
market, you have to start walking. So when you start walking, what does that mean? More of the timer is ticking down. So now you're forcing yourself to just make some plays, not getting maximum value off the showstopper because you just have to trade out where you lost Verno in the first place. And even when Aspas got the kill with the showstopper, he landed with 8 HP. How do you want to retake the site after that? With no time left, no HP, no map control for the retake.
Hey, that's their second timeout.
Fraud calls
Thieves
out
are putting the pressure on. They are putting the pressure on.
It's tough. It seems like nowhere in the safe where a site is safe to play. Right, we're seeing
is not teamed with Paul X in the CDL.
For Verno and the Seekers, so they've already gone through all of those in an attempt to try and stop 100 Thieves. They need to find something else that works.
I'm gonna say Sib.
Continues to vary it up. So what consistency can MIBR go off of?
Well, maybe nothing yet.
Sib. Not teamed with Paul X in the CDL. OGLA.
The best thing that the best results that they've had, was that round number 3 by letting 100 Thieves in, and then Verno went for the huge quad kill playing inside 10. But you can't do that every single round. You can't give up
less than 8 event wins, not from the United States. Not from the United States, NYSL.
MIBR,
I'm gonna go with Seam.
This double duelist instead, so
in
you
this
are
one.
trying to leverage a little bit of that map control space that you can with Artazine. You don't have like a season in. You could.
Is that a good pull, chat?
You definitely want to try to.
Is the Seam a good pull there?
But the forward facing has more been towards the B side with none of the duelists
Metals
really trying to push forward for these fights. It's always Verno trying to find information. Maybe once Artazine went out with the op, and as soon as I got punished, he never did it again.
And how many repetitive
for the
hits
under on the
for now?
The event wins.
Start encroaching on that B side, and Verno gets outlawed. The first jump we saw a few rounds ago almost got himself caught, but yeah, they find him on this one.
Yeah. As much as
Not from the
Thieves are
US
playing
in less than eight
old
wins.
school
Yeah, that's not a bad one.
duelist, so are MIBR with the jump spots, and it was already seen a couple of rounds ago by Verno, so just an easy crosshair placement, expecting that jump peak once again, and that's one player down. Look at the rotate that it pulls. Now you could activate for 100 Thieves to scale up for the map and find some information.
Yeah, Drifty, they're doing pretty good right now.
You saw one.
Forced both their timeouts out of them.
To know quite a bit is pushed up into Hookah for a quick play, so they're going to head towards that A side. Everything on Artazine now to make the calls.
Isn't Dashy the only other OGLA player?
If he finds anybody trying to get into his lamps.
Did have good value with the judge earlier on. This time the path
he might
for
be.
100 Thieves is leave that U-Haul control, and especially with that Prowler, they know that judge is, the Bucky
I think
is
so.
there.
I think he is.
And the movements they're taking, the fact that they have time to
backstab.
Prowler and find means they're free to get into the site.
I think Hollow
have the timing to turn around.
I think
to
Hollow
know
was
that
from the
three
US
members
as well.
behind them. A nade comes in to alert a little bit, but the shots are still going to do the damage.
Now Asna's in a high point two on top of towels. Should be easy for him here.
Ooh, trade? No.
Nice.
They couldn't get it.
Don't even allow for the trade.
100 Thieves and a finishing kill from Cryo with the Odin? Question mark? As they're picking it up and running forward as a death squad. 9-1 now for 100 Thieves as they dominate.
Boys keep it pushing.
In EU, I mean, that was 3 players flanking from behind that towards the market, and he almost got picked off, and thankfully with the timing, drops down into the site to help out the team, and the timing's missed by MIBR, and that's the result towards the end. Just easy picks as soon as the wall comes down. And Kesta can now salvage the Odin into this round. Again, an orbital strike, but not really set up here for them to try to go for the same trap play towards Showers. MIBR do want to contest that at the beginning. They go for the smoke at first. Wow,
Match started really early.
Kind of rare though, because they've been always walking up.
I think
and
I was
trying to
ready
find
for
info
it.
in the first place, and this time you're going for.
I'm not sure when the dog
Thieves.
dog sitting is supposed
Unexpected
to
does get the ping onto Cortezia.
It was originally around 5, but we were told not.
Really keeping MIBR
not that early
guessing
anymore,
on what kind
so
of play they're going to see. It's
we'll
got
have
to
to
be
see.
so annoying. You're trying to push out and get extremity control somewhere, and then 100 Thieves will play fast, cut audio for 30 seconds, and then do something else.
Yeah, it didn't look like 100 Thieves really wanted to commit to fight towards that long B side first, because EU had the Outlaw, juggles it away, picks up his Vandal and the Spike.
Looking like this
There's that second wave
should be a B hit.
Cortezia is not going to have too much utility left. After this orb comes down, that's no more stalls except for Verno's util, so that's why they're going to have to stick together here for the side of MIBR.
You called it. Delay is the name of the game. Where the door is open, 100 Thieves can now pass go if they want to try to get into B, but it's going to be a teleport.
Oh, what a read!
But they know. Asuna instantly turns around with everybody checking an angle outside the open door. Teleporter.
Oh boy.
Ooh, that was close. Aspas playing on the edge of death here as he keeps that position and may have a timing to get back. He waits for somebody, so that's going to give 100 Thieves the site. And now MIBR forced into the post plant.
Thankfully, Seekers,
What a
paint
read
shells
from
are still
Asuna
alive
there.
here for Aspas with 31 HP.
His
That
ult as
might
well.
be the win con. As the spike is now planted, everybody's getting set up. The re-heal onto Artazine.
All right. Who's it going to find?
Okay.
Muddle. Oh my gosh, Cortezia coming up with 3.
Cortezia with 3 is no bueno.
Having full view of where the 100 Thieves defensive positions were, and they just have one more to seek out in Cryo. He puts himself in a good position. He puts himself in a great position.
Oh, that would have been
But
diabolical,
Aspas is
bro.
there. It takes a few.
That would have been
but they get enough for
diabolical.
another round.
You would have imagined what the scenario could have been if Aspas actually did
Oh, I
get
think
taken
Kendall's
down.
cooking. I could
Again, I wanted
smell
to
the
commend the
food.
6th sense for 100 Thieves, going through the portal and even
Smells
checking
fire.
out towards their spawn to spot the 2 players, punish the first. And Aspas even got dinged through the wall, and that was just enough for him to be the saving grace.
Damn.
Until Cortezia, just before, sorry.
Oh,
Cortezia
and
got
we
the
didn't even get to
beautiful
use the
free kill
ult.
on his side.
That's tough.
Now they're finally able to salvage a round. Similar sights as what 100 Thieves were kind of facing in the first map of Icebox. Remember, a dominant first half on the side of MIBR.
The 9-3.
Yep.
And they almost came back.
Thing is, 100 Thieves have been flowing with money this whole half. They'll have a lot of util to work with. Odin once again for Cass, and change of pace though. We're already going with the dimensional drift inside the B site. Full commitment The call out here from Asuna sees him inside that cubby, flashes out, forces a TP away, and now an open sight. 400 Thieves to take.
All right. So we should see a strong protocol retake here from MIBR. Spawn has gotten there pretty quick as you see them cruising.
This is going to be tough. It's kind of a pinch retake here. Thieves are kind of swarmed.
Likes to work the group for elbow control, so the Prowler is finding that info.
Kess rolling forward. Nightfall's actually going to go towards Spawn, looking for the fight here. Cortezia falls.
Nice.
Cryo as well as the 100 Thieves know they have to keep pushing forward here. They got to the site so fast, and they need to keep taking that space. It works out well and leaves Shenim by himself, looking at every possible angle just to get a 100 Thieves member down.
Beautiful snake bite too. That also delays and dissipates the molly thrown by Shenim, and he can't even tap the spike. There's util stall. You're winning on time here, so no 9-3 curse.
Good round there from the Thieves.
10-2 in their favor on the attack.
We'll take a 10-2.
What an attack side for 100 Thieves.
No ults, all gunny.
Of
no, dude, these guys
as
are...
they did, they said, you know what, that momentum almost carried us to OT. Let's just take it right into pistol and the first half of bind.
Yeah. Great display of attack side, 400 Thieves. The push coming through.
Odin
getting
when I got
value
back.
once again. This time, Kess opening things up. Just great map manipulation. No answers coming out from MIBR, but thankfully here, they could now dictate the pace on their attack side.
Didn't know Dan had his.
All right, we do have another half to go through.
All right,
but first,
here we go.
Elizabeth is hanging out with 100 Thieves, Sunny.
Let's see. Not from the U.S.
Thank you so
OGLA.
much,
Yeah, we'll
and
hit
Vince Lee, and I'm
Dashy.
joined by 100 Thieves, Sunny.
Because I think
here,
he's the
and you
only
might
one.
be- this is a new signing for 100 Thieves. I believe you joined, I've stalked you correctly, July 8th is when you announced your signing.
Now,
Talk to me about, because what we just said, you just said to
not
me,
from the
I
United
forgot
States.
how
Less than 8
incredible,
event wins.
exhilarating
Medals
watching
is a good
Valorant person
call.
is. You've been co-streaming here, but now you're up here. Talk to me about
Ooh.
being in the Riot Games arena.
Rancor is a good one.
Intense. Everybody's
Super is a good one.
It's a whole different vibe. I enjoy it so much.
And we have some loud 100 Thieves fans in the audience who are making it very clear.
Ooh.
100 Thieves!
Ooh.
But I want to talk to you more about how you worked the 100 Thieves team, because 100 Thieves put you right into you did the block party, you've done photo shoots, you've done all of this.
Why
you
not?
worked with them on the
Why
block
not?
party. Talk to me about working with the Valorant team as a creator for 100 Thieves.
I like it a lot. I had my start with Valorant. I started streaming with Valorant.
Goonjar?
Obviously now I do different stuff. I do more IRL
Goonjar
stuff,
played
but
for
Valorant will always have a
OGLA?
special place in my heart. It's the reason why I started growing streaming in the first place. So anytime
Chat.
they need me for any Valorant things, I'm always here. I'm always available.
When did Goonjar play
interest you
for
in playing Valorant again?
OGLA?
Thoughts?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Goonjar is crazy.
Think about it.
Dead ass. Whoever remembered Goonjar is kind
You
of
should
crazy.
talk to my people. Don't worry about it.
Oh
But
yeah, I forgot
one
Chino
last
played for
thing,
OGLA
I
too.
just want to. You've been with 100 Thieves for a hot
Yeah,
second.
Slasher
Anything you'd like to
Teach
say as like
makes
a thank you
sense.
or like a shout out to anyone?
Only Clayster.
They've been my
Clayster's the
second
only
family,
answer.
Even though it's been such a short amount of time, anything that I need, they're there to
Win,
support
Rex,
me.
Tej,
So I love
Vivid,
100 Thieves.
Fellow,
I want to see
Real,
these guys
Beans,
succeed the same way that I
Goddard
feel like
X.
I'm succeeding with my own team.
A classic. Give it up for Sunny, everyone. An incredible answer.
Ooh,
Thank you so
Goddard
much,
X
Sunny.
would've
But we
been a
have
good
game
pull.
back to the 100 Thieves bind. Casters,
Oh
take it
wow.
away.
There's a lot of answers here. A lot of
And
answers
100
here.
Thieves are making some content here on Bind as well themselves. Some plays coming out from each one of the members. They have to be
I should've-
feeling good.
I should have done
here
Venom,
on
bro.
Bind after that Icebox match loss, and
I should have done
really
Venom.
look like they're going to be able to bring us into a third map of Haven here.
Making some
I
content,
mean, this is a
finding
pretty
success on
solid.
their map,
This is
pick
a
up
pretty
on.
solid grid,
Again,
no?
I love that 100 Thieves are going back to this map over here. Remember, when they were the undefeated team, they were also a team that was starting to get
I don't know,
figured out
Gold.
going
I
to,
dead ass.
like,
I do
international
not
events and then
remember
start to
Goonjar
falter a
playing
little
for
bit onto that
OGLA,
blind, but looks
but
like Zix is able to find
I was also
new
struggling to
hope here
remember
with
that Clayster played
now
for the
the Fade
Falcons.
into composition, playing
or
the
the
double
Ravens,
duelist.
I mean.
They're finding
And he played for him
potentially
last
2 more
year.
rounds to push this into a third map of Haven. But we talked about space being dictated this time on the MIBR side. A dot to clear out space, fight soon towards U-Haul.
Oh, Kess did not expect that, but the kills start flowing in on both sides here. And MIBR, you gotta love the aggression. They're trying to back each other up. They're trying to get
Okay,
kills.
Cryo. Okay.
But Cryo just pies him
He
in
was
the
a
face
sub.
as
He
they
never
try to
actually
go out of
played.
lamps.
See, that's what I thought. I
Yeah,
figured he
definitely
would
the
have had
first
to have
digit
been
of
a
the flag
sub
gets
because
3
I don't
kills.
remember ever seeing him play.
They're gonna back up for a moment here, reset.
That makes
make sure
sense,
There's no
though.
crazy flank. And then
That
the
makes
attempt
sense on
goes
why I
back
would have
in.
never
you
thought
still
of
have
that.
Xander just considering, But they've also got MIBR on a pause too.
Exactly. The good news is
All right,
it's a
2v2.
stop and go that you could still play here for MIBR, and it's both controllers that are still alive, so you could start selling sort of fakes if you can. Being in range here with Shenum could maybe drop some sort of smoke towards his B side, but he's going to drop it towards triple at first. Not making any noise or moves yet.
30 seconds left.
That Forest 100 Thieves
Austin had definitely spotted
rotate, but instead they're
Cortezia,
choosing to stay as a group. Good call so far.
One smoke there you can see. The spike goes forward. Oh gosh, Cortezia has been on fire when given the chance today and pulls up 2 huge frags there to get the pistol round. And
definitely should have won that round there.
2, I want to say newcomers, but Vernal was also the latest addition too for MIBR, but Cortezia and Shenum coming in here from Tier 2 and Challengers. Ooh, going through the kickoff.
I mean, those are both dirty shots, though.
Match. But you definitely saw the value that you could bring here, how aggressive they could be in these scenarios as support players.
Those micro adjustments are.
You never want to see Cortezia land these shots and start standing up here, because that could be a very dangerous MIBR.
That's something I can't do.
Yeah, scrolling again. Small eco round though for 100 Thieves. Really not trying to give their positions away. Look at him fall all the way back, but the dog already spotted too, so good for MIBR. They could choose to just get ready to fight.
Oh my. 100 Thieves says we want this space back. And Cortezia is on his own adventure. The adventure though, Cryo has the info. And nobody's at A for now. The team's going to rotate over thinking it's going to be the final hit. Good call by 100 Thieves here. Xander getting the mid-game movement just to the right site, but it's still going to be tough with the low buy.
Oh, that's timing, bro.
That ghost is still singing. They're just going to walk
Oh!
this one out. Ooh, that actually
could
have been wild coming in from Cryo. If you found another one, they are making it very, very painful here for MIBR to get themselves some money on the plan.
Those were some
almost
nasty
like a 98%
shots.
accuracy on the gridlock there with how he was shooting for Cryo. He was swinging up there and almost got that pick on the APC. That could have been very dangerous, but you'll take it here for the side of the Thieves. You've done some
I will
good
say
econ
that's
damage.
like the one thing that is like
Now you're evening
super
the playing
cool
field
to me about
going into this round.
Valorant and like CS:GO.
Actually, could have been 100%.
Is just
a split second
how
would have had that third headshot there on the
insane
top
of
the
plays
APC.
you can make.
But again, we talk about evening the playing field. Both teams now with quite a strong buy. The bonus is still very good for MIBR, but they'll still have money to work with within the next round. But it's 3 rifles to the whole 5 of 100 Thieves. MIBR showing similar looks by going for the stim pack triple swing over on that B side. That smoke is always going to be annoying to deal with, which is why you're seeing a lot of these Vipers set up this position on that side. Something that Fnatic's been doing for quite a while.
And other than the danger of lamps, 100 Thieves are playing a very safe A, giving up quite a bit of space so they can play it as a retake. And another little taunt towards Hookah here for MIBR, just to get 100 Thieves shaken up a bit. Ooh, get shaken up on both sides real quick.
I like the slow pace though
Early
for
trade.
MIBR. They actually waited out for both gate crashes to not be available for Cryo anymore and start activating across the map, so they traded off for a 1-for-1. 100 Thieves, after losing that one there though, losing Austin, and they're still choosing to keep 3 players towards the A side because Xander still has full control of Octagon, and he hasn't heard anything since that battle.
Cryo's made it over. Everyone's alerted to the damage. The util starts to pour in, and MIBR continue at the beginning of these rounds to get the best of 100 Thieves. It's what you need to see, especially coming into this one for MIBR. They have to carry a bit of the
huge
into the next round, and Xander makes that next to impossible now, dropping Ferno and Aspas.
I didn't get 2 of them there.
I have no idea. Oh, a good save though from Shenum and Cortezia at the end of the round, but 100 Thieves is not making these easy.
Those red X's seems to be stacked up on each other. I don't know if they were lined up there, but I was
yeah, not ideal.
Have to find that timing for the backstab. Opens it up. Yeah,
not ideal there.
An opportunity here for
but like they said, at least we're not making it like easy for them. They have to keep buying guns.
He's already lost that fight earlier on against Aspas.
Jeez.
So you really didn't give a chance here for 100 Thieves to really set up on that retake towards the end. So great map control, bonus converted on the side of MIBR, and they're starting to come back here on their attack side.
Like the start.
Oh. Xander's fist was sticking out, and he doesn't want to overextend here. The Sixth Sense once again coming out here for 100 Thieves, and smart move him to fall back. And 4 players stacked up towards this B side. You saw at the beginning, just MIBR is looking for that map control with a little bit of util clearage from the Snake Bite. But they haven't really done much on their side yet. They haven't heard anything
These
from
are
the side
heavy
of 100
B.
Thieves. So staying as a group is quite smart. But taking U-Haul control, is that going to be smart again? That's where Kess is currently winning with the bookie.
Oh, so happy to anchor every time, too. I think Kess likes these positions.
100%.
Being put in the fast, have to swing around, really coordinate your utility.
Kess could go
Love
crazy
to get
here
that
if they
APM up in these
push
scenarios.
Lamps.
He's going to have control of lamps right now. It doesn't seem like MIBR is going to worry about it too much until they really need to, and now they might need to. There it is, Verno. Verno gets one. Kess was very, very close to being able to get the kill. Overgrowth now being able to heal up. Not a problem anymore as the rest of MIBR set up this post plant.
Yeah, just phase 2 now for 100 Thieves. Looking for the backstab kills. It's a triple flank from the back. And maybe they might be able to trade out Shenum here as they're closing in, but the name of the game is to do that econ damage if they can.
Patience.
Oh. Dude, these timings are crazy.
He's like, wait, I heard a classic. Oh! You saw him kind of hesitate and wonder if he wanted that right away? Put him right in the middle of the bite. Uh-oh. Asuna punted. Ooh, and another kill on Cortezia as well.
I mean,
they are making this costly for MIBR at the right moment.
We'll take that at
the
least.
Chase up on that ramp too.
That end of the round
of the spike going on, so that was a little bit
making things tough for him.
Even I'm kind of left in awe of this choice. But some big damage being done on that side here for 100 Thieves, as you just mentioned. So, yeah, they'll still have a pretty good buy going into this round number 17. But once again, it's an even playing field. The economy is still pretty similar on both sides. But it's much needed for the side of 100 Thieves of how much damage they did not to allow MIBR to really start snowballing these rounds and to close that gap on a lead that they've built. 100 Thieves have yet to win a round in this half so far. And Asuna is on top of the APC. Swing on the bench, a little bit of a tap, sees information on 2 players.
Trying to get the dog forward. Sees Asuna in sight. Who's gonna stop?
Wait, he got tethered.
Gets a little blind there and tied up for a second. As they're gonna still back off.
I mean, that's big
pressure,
to force them to waste
there,
that ult.
They're gonna reset on this one as it got a little discombobulated.
Yeah, and now you get a lot of information from the dimensional drift. Going back towards the market, you'll see 2. But now we're back into the mid-round game. Everything is reset. So
a lot of info there at
again
least.
And start re-hitting. And that's exactly what they're doing. Creeping up here towards showers. 4 players grouped up here towards short A. No more smokes left for Kess. So there's less util for stall. Prowler even missed for information for EU.
Good turn.
Nice.
Lone kill, but they're still able to connect a few more from the defensive side here. Cortezia still alive, has been a huge impact fragger in these moments. 20 seconds left in the round. Pit is there, but it's gonna be tough, and Cryo is already present to say, no, this isn't even a chance. 11 rounds now for 100 Thieves.
Turns out being nice with
only need 2 more, chat. We only need 2
for the second wave for the hit for the side
we
of
go
100 Thieves.
game
You had
3.
to come down to gunfights. And a great crossfire set up in the end. You saw those instant trades come through the kill feed. And Asuna looks like he was left on an island, but not until the cavalry comes from the swings from triple back at APC. Turns out to be an advantage play for the side of the Thieves. And they finally stop the bleeding here. They're hemorrhaging for that second half. Economy now comes into their favor, and Ock comes out for Cryo. And he's taking control towards long. A jiggle first, though. Looks like they were trying to play the aggressive type of conditioning of Xander, jiggle peeking, trying to find information, and then have Cryo hold the passive angle. Meanwhile, though, Artizane's going to be able to find and open up the information for MIBR.
Slowly move back towards the other side. A lot of this for MIBR has been touch and go. Make a little noise on the
Looking
right
like
side.
this might be a B hit here, but
then they move back
they're playing
A.
really slow.
I feel like they're getting the right positioning out of 100 Thieves defense when they put a few strats into the mix and then finally commit.
So now this is smart here. Give that Bucky back to Artazine. Verno taking the rifle so that you can have dimensional drift and also come out with that Bucky. Asuna's now spotted to spot the second one. Counter util the stall.
Nice. That's a big kill from Asuna.
Dodge there. Asuna's
Oh my
figuring
God.
out where the next kill is, and he
huge.
is going to hit Aspas right in the mouth with that rocket.
Rocket Arena. Both of them landing
Hess is still
and
here.
flying, and he lands it onto Aspas.
Hess is about to go crazy.
Oh, Cass actually peeks out. He finally leaves that lamp area, and it's going to be a dangerous one. It puts 100 Thieves in a tight spot here to get back on defense. Cryo with the off. Oh, lamps, but he has the shorty for close protection.
It was so close.
2 HP left.
Through the seeker.
Oh, wait, he did
Verno's
hit him.
gonna live by the skin of his teeth for a moment, and now he's just trying to duck shots. Actually, almost gets hit by Asuna there.
Spam.
As everybody gets to take a breath here, they're gonna approach the pit and enter together. Is there a flash there for Cryo? No, there is not. They're just gonna have to do a multiple swing.
Okay.
The spray finds its target and Verno falls. Cortezia here in his pit. This is his house. How long can he keep it?
What?
And 4 on the round.
Cortezia
Bro,
continue to come up huge in the clutch. 3 scenarios this time around inside the pit. A spray transfer on 2 players. Head on a swivel for the 3rd one. The game sense coming through from all of the spams coming across at the beginning. And at 5 HP remaining, keeps MIBR in the game.
And that was an incredibly high-pressure moment, not only in the game, which is the most of it all, but your teammate is a sliver of health from an op shot through the Seekers. Everybody's trying to hide. You can't really help each other. Everyone for themselves, but in the end, for the team, Cortezia comes up with a 4K.
Hey, Danny, I got to be honest. I feel like he kind of deserves to stand up after that. That was gross.
Definitely needed
That was
side here
gross.
to stop. A little bit, probably in an intense moment, and
My
where 100
Phantom
Thieves
doesn't
felt
do
they
that.
had that in the bag. If anything, there wasn't any type of like spacing coming through in the ping pong swing for the 2 players inside the pit.
That
it's
was
just unfortunate you're running in while getting
Very
decayed inside
impressive.
the pit. Your HP falls low.
Very
The
impressive.
spray gets much more value for Cortezia in that moment for that fight. On top of that, you get highlighted. So they haven't really done anything wrong for that 3 versus 1 for 100 Thieves, but they also cannot allow MIBR to continue in these clutch moments that Cortezia is currently displaying for the side of MIBR. MIBR still on a hunt to give Aspas his first victory on a raise in the past year. So far, though, it's still out of reach.
That one, yes. Yeah, that one was gross.
Timeout.
15 HP. Artazine gets out of that situation with 2 to his name. And some of the big ones as well. That initiator utility and Cryo's
2
duelist.
freebies there.
And now they wait for 100 Thieves to come out of the woodwork here. MIBR do not have to force the issue.
I mean, it's not like we had good weapons, but
They're almost trying to hopefully get the orb there, and they did for Kess. And also trying to deny it over on the side of Showers where Xander could play his combination of the Snakebite Ghost.
I guess they don't really care about
At
this
least
round.
everything is just going according to plan for the side of MIBR. Defeating here the Eco being displayed by 100 Thieves. Only a Marshal available. That's the strongest weapon that we kind of have for the side of the Thieves. Anticipated a rotate
he
towards the A site.
he was
MIBR
getting
should
up
be able to
a lot,
close the gap even more.
and I
by
was just
3
like, bro,
rounds.
you're kind of
Orbital strike
kind of
available
throwing it
for the
away
next.
here. Why
That's
is my
probably
camera
one of the
not?
strong ults that you want to leverage here going into the next round.
Cortezia popping off becomes just a different animal in these situations. Artazine as well. Here working off the low buy and just farming up on this so they can get a lot of these ultimates
Okay,
online.
Asuna.
So Asuna just plants a nade in front here to end this one out. An 8th round now for the side of MIBRs. They really start to pressure 100 Thieves. And fans, we're getting map deja vu here. Honestly, this is what 100 Thieves was doing on the attack side of MIBR's map.
Yeah, and now this is a big swing round for
They just got to
100
close it
Thieves
out,
off the
man.
timeout.
They just got to lock in. You just need 2 rounds.
Pit available. You could start funneling into the op. That Cryo has just gotten purchased here. I think it was Cass that actually had enough money to go for an operator buy, so he will buy here for Cryo. They have a full rifle round. You can also go for this Seize Orbital Strike signature that 100 Thieves does on this map. So how does it start
swinging?
off? The op here to look towards Long B first, and probably once it dies down for a
yeah,
bit,
it's definitely
that after.
It's definitely closer than it needs to be.
It's not being used towards
That's for sure.
You want to flush him towards the A site where you could actually
This
leverage
is
the
a really big round, I feel like.
EU.
Oh, right through the top window, that little sunroof. We're able to drop the Haunted and catch Artazine off guard, realizing he's still trying to work some extremities. They're going to Prowler him out, too, just to see if there's any more in here. Really committing to know they have that shower control.
Nice.
Easy kill to start.
Good
so
blood.
There you go. That first pit, he TPs away, but now you're forcing the hand. There's no more map control on that left side here for MIBR, so you're now walking into potentially the death trap of 100 Thieves.
Moving up a little bit, too. 100 Thieves is taking a more aggressive position on their defense. Little insert from Asuna here into the side.
Oh, okay.
Orbital strike back.
Seems too late.
Look at the delay.
Yeah, they only got 30 seconds to work with here. They kind of have to go.
Dashing in. Aspas gets a bounce into a kill, but 100 Thieves is just going to bounce around MIBR on this one. It's not over yet, but just a few more kills brings 100 Thieves to that game point. They got a little bit more work to do. That spike acting like a third now for MIBR, for them to work around it. These possible kills. Verno's going to snap to EU's face. Shenum gets one, and now they know where Cryo is with the shot. Shenum on the box. Shenum with a 3K. And another one for MIBR.
Again, the C's being just a little bit too late to get good value off
that's no bueno.
It allows MIBR to go for a touch and go. Shenum has his own orbital strike.
Should have been a Thieves round win there. Used a lot
we just
of
talked about the firepower from Verno as well. Being relatively quiet, which is how dominant 100 Thieves have been through the first half. But they had a beautiful 4K before, and now with Shenum is able to convert a 2 versus 3, maybe even a 2 versus 4 there. For that retake attempt for the Thieves. Econ once again
I'm not loving this. Our Econ is shot.
That was called by Zix. The best thing you have now is going into the next round with a pit, potentially even a showstopper for the side of Asuna, sorry.
Oh my gosh, this is crazy. They saw Asuna on the other side, so they know, they're saying, hey, there could be a protocol that MIBR is expecting. Let's push up as well on short. 100 Thieves just trying to get under the skin of MIBR at every turn, and it's somewhat working, but it looks like MIBR has a read on this, and they are backing up accordingly. Doesn't mean they aren't going to lose members, though.
Just so smart on the side of MIBR. No value that.
Why are we struggling with MIBR in Big 2025?
But we talked about dictating the pace on the attack
side. I couldn't tell you, Drifty.
These teams in MIBR are doing great calls from the side of Verno to kick things off.
And what does this do for the identity of MIBR? If they're now able to overtake 100 Thieves, beat them, but on bind, on that map that has been so strong in the wheelhouse of 100 Thieves.
Let's go. We have 2 hoots, guys. You're a haze. Let's go.
It's that mentality boost they need for this stage.
And where on the side for MIBR, they have not found any success on bind throughout this year.
I mean, they had to rip the timeout.
Remember, they went into a composition.
Things are getting out of hand here.
A deadlock early in kickoff. Didn't work out on his side with the fast tempo they wanted to leverage with her. And then went into this composition that you currently see right now, that they tested it out as their losing series.
I mean, the round before the last one, they should have won. There's no reason they should have lost
that one as well, and now bringing it back for this important matchup against 100 Thieves. It'll mean a lot now for MIBR to be able to close out this series. And you just heard before we go into this timeout,
is going insane right now, though.
How heads up
21 and 12.
Going through. I mean, he's hyping up the team, but at the same time says, guys, heads up. We have 2 big ults to work with.
Yeah.
We have Seekers and Dimensional Drift. Little as they know, they also have a showstopper to work with now.
Boom. Yeah, it's been great. Into that showstopper in the hands of Aspas on that Raze. We said, where's Raze? Where are the wins for Aspas on this? 16-5 right now. Getting the blast back kills in too. Being in the front of some of these plays. It's definitely a little bit more refined for him.
I'll probably just take it because I think.
Now come into what
I mean, if the Thieves end up winning, they go another game. But if they lose, then
100 Thieves are going for also.
We're done.
Something that they usually do here, just have Asuna going for
it. Smells good though.
Down towards Sands. Goes with the Boombot 2 to confirm an
It does smell really good.
Boombot break. So you are anticipating some sort of threat here over leaning towards this left side of the map.
Thank you, baby.
Dog going towards Hookah is actually quite nice because now it still allows your Cry to get an aggressive line with the operator down.
They lose my monitor, will pay the price. I'm going to punch my monitor, I swear.
Stimmy just on the side as well, so we realize that there's more people here. The blast back out, Aspas! He does it to Cryo at long. A flash comes through as well there for a little bit of an assistance. Nicely done to break that first B line. And now look, it's like they back and forth, the push and the pull. They get the ult out, and I'm sure MIBR is very happy to see this type of reaction.
The thing is they were able to take that pick off, but Verno couldn't really tempo up the rest of the team. Was forced to fall back and heal up his team. So now they don't have any flashes for the next hit. It has to be Seekers to come through. So grouping up together, Seekers already coming out. And where's the hole for 100 Thieves? Passive towards the back of the A site.
Don't have mollies to get in a position to deny the plant. It's all about the post plant now. MIBR looking to tie the game up, and they convert now, trying to get to the 40. Oh my gosh! Where did 100 Thieves go?
Bah. Yeah. Maybe I should have just waited, because apparently we're going to choke. Maybe I should have just waited for dinner, because he just decided we don't want to close out a map. Not just a map, our map pick, our best map.
Aspas being the sacrificial lamb and still gets the pick out of that, and look at how he's so aware of the positioning of where 100 Thieves are positioned.
You have to consider that there is a stunned mentality that's hitting 100 Thieves right now with what MIBR is bringing to the table.
And it repeats itself. Oh, wait, maybe a punish. Artizine manages to escape at 40 HP, and there's the regrowth. The re-heal coming back now for Vernal, but again, the scenario's just the same. Buy, lose,
I mean, it's
save,
not over
buy,
yet.
lose, save, and now it's tied 11-11. The silver lining here is that MIBR used all of their ults in the previous round, and you still have two big ults on the side of 100 Thieves. You might want to try to leverage this as a Hail Mary on your end, just to try to put yourself at map point. But that's already one of the ults down. Cryo picked off by Verno.
I'm sure they were expecting Artsine at this point. It's been only him in Shower's time, one after the other. Another for Verno here. Artsine's gonna click one in. They're gonna find themselves 12 on this, and it's only gonna be Asuna.
I mean, I get the frustration with Zix, but like, he's not the one out here playing.
Match point for the series, MIBR.
And we talked about the ults that were not available for MIBR. Now one away from two big ults to create space.
Like at this point, it's it's on the players. He can call his timeouts. He can explain game plan,
side,
but
coming in from Brazil to help out on the
if the team doesn't execute it,
and it's the Viper's ult and the orbital strike from the Brimstone.
I mean, I definitely
could try
think
to separate around the map and play a little bit more slow this time around, but here's another big buy coming out for 100 Thieves. Desperate measures now for the side of the defense. A 2-2 setup, basically a 3-2 on this map. But they were looking for Shower's control first. Up on the attack for Artizine.
I was saying they're arguably about to lose.
Nobody wants to lose situation as well for 100 Thieves, but you still have to find a way to make a play. So push up in Showers. Kest still in that area of lamps to play defense, hold time, and just delay.
Chad, this shit smells really good.
Playing with fire right now is going to back up, and they've called over Asuna here to help defend down the B side. Showstopper there is ready, and Cryo can search the map. It is the final round, so we got to see these ults go off.
EU still playing the off
Drifty's purely a vibes guy.
Snake bite on the ground, falls back.
Gaining space.
This is important, though. You want to give that space for the Showstopper.
Goes up. Asuna's just going to flex his muscles with this one. They will not allow him to find a target.
Where he's been so good satchely in the past. not able to satchel forward to capitalize on a trap on that side. Re-hit with the almost where he hits Cassie down.
They cooked him in lamp. They hit him with the microwave.
Oh, huge.
However, putting up a fight of his life here to bring it into overtime. Cortezia is going to have to carry the world on his shoulders for this final round.
We got to get this OT. We got to get this OT.
Across the line. It's going to be a sorting in his face from EU.
Just stay alive. Just don't let him plant. He can't plant. He can't plant.
Is too far
he can't
away.
plant.
100 Thieves bring us to overtime.
Okay, we're still alive, chat. We're still alive.
The respect given and how hot Cortezia has been on this map.
We're still alive.
Clock down. You have the crossfire set up towards the end, but it wasn't until their hero play coming out from Asuna, once again trapped inside towels, and still gets value with his Vandal and some trades and support on the buddy system for 100 Thieves to push us into overtime. Asuna and EU immediately getting 4 kills, and now we're seeing extra innings for both MIBR and the Thieves.
What do you mean relax? We're still alive. Do we not have any faith?
Switch them up, lock it in. We're going to extra innings here with MIBR back on defense now. 100 Thieves on the attacking side.
Sure, they've trolled some rounds, but
they are going real fast. They're going to go for the fight right at the end of B long. Inferno gets a hat trick right off the bat. And they have Spike down too. They're going to go ahead and leave it and just allow 100 Thieves to get themselves in a tough spot.
Spike down, Seekers up. You could just give that up. Try to pull out the Seekers at 1 minute. He pulls it right away though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not too bad because if you're looking at now, you're still quite close to the Seekers, so it's going to get maximum value. It spots both Cryo and Xander. And look at how we close that gap. Cortezia is already moving forward.
Yeah.
Cutting out all of these rotates. Even the TP!
Does he get it? He's pressured everything, and he does get Cryo. He gets the better of him after the TP. The right place, the right time with the right shots. And Shannon finalizes the first round of OT in favor of MIBR.
MIBR just giving 100 Thieves a piece of their own medicine. Something that 100 Thieves have done in the past too. Just run it down with the flashes. But this time they have the extra flash from Verno too. Bird to find information, and then the Yoru flash to allow for them to swing out and making sure they're able to trade, and Zix is not like that. Especially when it's a play that's cooked up by the side of the Thieves and you're on the receiving end of it.
Yeah, I think they have zero momentum.
MIBR back at serious point. Glass cannon off in the hands of Cryo. Back into the same scenario. Jump spotting, finding information on Sands is Asuna. But EU decides
we got ourselves the case of the Thursday Thieves.
It's a 5-man hit for MIBR. You are giving him a lot of respect here on the side of 100 Thieves, playing all the way back towards that site.
Patience. They're waiting to use their util as well. They want to know the commit is there from MIBR. Oh, they just go to push through. Artscene thinks that nobody's there. 100 Thieves get a good amount of kills real quick on this.
Okay,
and
3-2 trades.
Cause for pause on the side of MIBR. Spike still in hand, and Aspas has the high ground.
The top fraggers for the side of MIBR, Aspas and Cortezia on a 2 versus 3.
It would be incredible if they could do this.
Putting their feet down into the sand as 100 Thieves are grouped up. Pain shells to guess out and flush out some players. Nobody towards Bents or Triple. But they don't have any scans, and they have to retake with an op 2 on Cryo.
Aspas is going to get the first contact here. That's one. A second one coming through. Now they know they can play together on this, play off each other, and it's an operator. One of the toughest to go into the 2v1 with. He finds a Phantom at his feet. Enough bullets for the fight. Cryo to save the day here and bring it to another round of OT. Making noise, playing the bomb, playing the spike, bounces him off as he goes for half. It's going to be Cryo getting the shot, but it's
they just trolled so hard, chat.
Has a showstopper of a game.
That's actually insane.
Take down 100 Thieves.
They just trolled so bad.
The upset coming out from MIBR. A slow start onto a stage where on paper,
so apparently I shouldn't have watched Party today because both the matches I watched we lost.
That came out swinging. And again, Cortezia.
Now this feels like the 100 Thieves Valorant I've come to know and love. Am I right, chat?
Allowing Aspas
this is the team I root for.
First victory on a raise in a year. But that is not the type of victory that they want to get that first win for Ospas. It's just a victory for MIBR as a whole.
How are you up 10-2 at half and you fucking throw it away on your best map pick?
To see that they went for IGL changes, finding identities, aggression
Am I
coming
crazy,
out,
bro?
different plays, and it all works out on their side, and they're also able to play the comeback game against 100 Thieves on
like that's just
this is going to be
insane,
a revitalized MIBR in the following weeks here of Stage 2.
And we see what they were talking about before for MIBR. What we have in practice, what we've been seeing, we can't formulate on stage. For some reason, it's not happening. And when you have it, so for some reason, the fix isn't
at least
there.
you kept the map diff small. Yeah, but we were up 10-2
and we saw it in motion for 2 maps in a row here. On their own map, which we considered to be something they need to win, but then on Bind, which was the special thing for MIBR and is going to raise that mental for the rest of Stage 2.
I mean, I was just telling you during the cast, this is just preparation to just get ready for even as a third map. I didn't expect this
that's
to be.
Going to do it for the watch party.
Exactly. With how it started, a 10-2
very underwhelming finish to that series there.
But the attack side also,
these fans,
for the side of MIBR, was really good in the end with how they worked out with his hero plays coming out from Cortesia.
Oh my god.
I mean, someone's got to piss test this Cortesia guy because he just went fucking insane against us.
Had huge clutches.
I swear, every time the Thieves play somebody that I feel like they're supposed to beat, there's always one player on the other team that just goes absolutely insane. Like the craziest player I've ever seen. Every time they play the Thieves.
Got to figure out what the next step is. Really. They have the firepower there. It's got to come together different though, because they did
like I
have
said,
a team
really disappointing finish from
did all the homework and figured
for all my
out
people
what
on
would be the best
YouTube,
win condition
if you
here.
haven't already, like the stream.
Very hard for this one.
Lets me know that you guys are enjoying the
especially
content
with the struggles that the entire team has been
helps
voicing.
me out. So I really appreciate that.
Still a
it helps
good one
push
for
the channel out to other Thieves fans as well.
And like you said,
for all my people on Twitch, there is no like button, unfortunately. But if you're got Amazon Prime, you may have a free Prime sub that you could use on the Twitch channel. For all my people on YouTube, if you want to become a member, you can become a member of the channel. You get early access to all of my YouTube videos, as well as a icon next to your name in chat and in the comment section of videos. And then you also get access to specific emotes for the channel as well. It also just helps me out in general, so I would appreciate if that's something you guys are able to do. It would mean a ton to me, but I hope you guys enjoyed the stream, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Disappointing outcome, but it is what it is. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Hope to see you guys in the next watch party. Peace out, everybody.
Miraculous comeback. Was it a 10